Hello and welcome to Deft and Dorky. We're going to play Dungeons and Dragons online, but not Dungeons and Dragons online. Okay. Quick recap. You guys came back from the Twin Cities after having acquired the piece of the artifact for Uriel. You guys made a bargain with NIMBY in order to acquire it. Got to see the cool dam and the train, and you guys took a boat back and got to ride down the ship lift. Yeah, you came back, and Uriel said it would probably be a few weeks before she could find the next piece. So, what do you guys want to do for downtime?
I would like to, if I can find any books to study, I want to study stuff on gods or some sort of angel beings coming to people and giving them advice.
Okay.
I can't find anything out about what's been coming to visit me when I meditate.
Okay. Are you going to ask Uriel for that, or are you going to...
Yeah, I'll talk to her and see if she has like a library or something.
Okay. So, during the course of this, you go and eventually are able to catch her and ask her if she has a library or anything. She says, basically, she tells you that yes, you can enter the tower, but only for the library. And she, as you open the door to the tower, she like tells you to go in, and you open the door, and once you walk in, you see like a small like study type area, and close the door behind you. And she sort of tells you she doesn't have a whole lot of books on that type of thing. Most of her books are like arcane history, but she does have a few. So after a while, you do find some books that tell you a little bit about that. There's creatures called devas that sort of sound like they match the description that you're looking for, but it doesn't say much about them other than they can communicate to people via dreams and look angelic.
And if we have time, I'd like to see if I can research anything on Lathander.
Okay. She doesn't have, you can't find any books. She doesn't have that kind of thing in her library, but she had a little bit about that because it's like a strange creature, but doesn't really have much on anything in the way of gods.
Okay.
But as she is like showing you the library and stuff, she does have a conversation with you. She says, I want to express my gratitude to you for assisting me. Having colleagues is a nice, albeit foreign, experience for me. I was alone for hundreds of years, and all that time I was content to simply observe, learn, and above all, not upset the balance. Then, a few years ago, I happened upon a pupil. Helping her made me realize that perhaps it was selfish to keep my knowledge to myself when it could be used to enrich others. Not long after, I observed people being taken from their homes. I struggled with the decision to interfere. I feared that if I used my power to affect the world, the balance could be thrown off. But people kept being taken and I had to act. I offered my home to potential targets. Then I discovered the assembly of an ancient artifact. Again, I struggled with the decision to interfere. Then I found that the artifact's purpose, and decided I must intervene because I believe the balance will be upset if I don't. I hope that I did not take so long to decide that my decision is made irrelevant. I say this to you because I feel you should know my intentions. Once I have completed this artifact, I will go to the throne of the Empire to take the artifact they possess, so that I may destroy them both. I have not yet decided if it is my place to rid the world of the Emperor.
What's these artifacts being so powerful, I take it? What would happen if you destroy them?
I'm not entirely sure. But I do not believe they should exist, for the very reason that is happening right now.
Couldn't that lead to something even more dangerous by destroying them? They are so powerful.
My hope is that I can absorb anything that comes out of them. But currently, they are being used for evil, and I do not believe that I can allow that to happen.
And this Emperor, what's he hoping to gain? Just more power or more land? Why wipe off R'lyeh from the face of the earth like he did? If it was him.
I am not certain of his intentions, which is why I am not certain if he should deserve to die.
So you're not sure if it was him who sent that explosion to R'lyeh?
I am relatively certain that the Empire is behind it. But I don't know how much he is responsible individually.
The artifact that they have, is it the same one that we're searching for? Just a second one?
Yes, it is a matching pair. One can cancel the other out.
But whatever you need me to do, I would like to help, but I don't know if we should destroy this power. And like you said, you don't want to upset the balance of the world. And if you take something that's this powerful and just obliterate it, I don't know what could happen.
It is true. It is a risk. But at least for the moment, I think it is the right thing to do.
Maybe with more information we can decide on what to do in the future, but for now, I will help you with whatever I can.
I thank you. Hopefully, I will be able to find the next piece before too long. But there are still 2 more pieces after that, and I fear it will take much longer to find those.
Is there anything we could do to halt the Empire from gaining more strength and using their power again?
Well, I am trying to keep magic users from them, which is why all these people are here. It is my current plan. All I know is that they are using magic users. I believe mostly young sorcerers who are just finding their power and draining it from them and focusing it. The last time it happened shortly after an eclipse. That may have something to do with it, so I'm hoping that they are not able to do it again for quite some time.
When they drain these magic users, is it killing them? Are they taking their entire life force, or?
Yes. It leaves only the vessel.
We need to stop this as soon as possible.
Yes.
But whatever ideas you have, I'll do what I can. But there's only a few of us.
And I know, but you are helping greatly. Your ability to go and retrieve these saves much time.
But as soon as you find the next one, we'll head out.
Thank you. She lets you look around the library, and that's when you find all those things. Anything else any of you guys want to do? Like I said, you probably have a couple weeks.
Just hang with my sister.
Okay.
I'll do a lot of meditating too while I'm here.
Okay.
I'm gonna spend a couple weeks and I'm gonna be scribing 5 level 1 spell scrolls, which I have them. I already have the maths for.
Okay. So, during this downtime, you see Uriel come out a couple times, and over the course of it, she does approach each one of you to have a short conversation to basically say thank you. She comes to Druzil. She says, I'll do Druzil last. She comes to Beak, says, she hands you a pendant. She says, thank you for all this help. She says, I hope this will allow you to make decisions with a bit more contemplation. And she sort of smiles and says, maybe try to not be quite so high when your ability to fly runs out. And she gives you that, and then touches you and gives you a fly for 10 minutes. And she gives you. Okay, it should be in your bag. Done. She comes up to you, says thank you, and she says she has a lute in her hands. She says, I keep telling myself I'll learn to play, but perhaps you can put this to better use than collecting dust. She hands you.
Man.
Oops. Ooh,
A 20?
Oh, baby.
Rolled a 20.
I want that. A loot of illusion.
And then to Drizzle, she comes up to you and says, again, thank you for helping out. And she says, I'm not entirely sure yet where the next one will send you, but I believe this will help you and your friends in your journey, being a fellow wizard. And she hands you a spell scroll of Tiny Hut.
Of Tiny Hut.
Mhm.
Thanks.
Liamon's Tiny Hut.
Alright. Thanks.
So if you want to spend time to scribe that into your book during the downtime, you can do that as well.
For my 2 weeks, I'll be casting conjure animals twice a day. For actually, I could do it 3 times a day. Which lasts for an hour and be conjuring. Sometimes I'll have 2 big spiders. Sometimes I'll have 4 smaller spiders. Sometimes 8 tiny spiders. Lots and lots.
Terrorizing all the kids.
Yeah, 3 hours a day.
All right. Is there anything else that you guys want to do for the downtime that is happening? And what all were you doing, Drizzle?
I was just scribing some spell scrolls, level 1.
Okay. And how many of those are you doing? And
Did
are you
5.
going to scribe the spell scroll into your book?
Not currently. Because there's no way I have enough mats for that. Or enough
Well,
ink and
You could
Parchment
use,
for that.
because I think you get half price on evocation stuff, right? And I believe that's an evocation spell.
I think it's conjugation, right? Has to be.
Conjuration. Conjuration.
Conjuration.
It is evocation.
That's weird, but I can't find the table how much it costs to scribe spells into the spell book.
Let's look. You said are you going to do the 5 spell scrolls, or are you going to save some mats to put that in your spell book?
I don't know that I have enough to even do a level 3 spell. I don't know.
Well,
I can't
spell
find
scrolls are different than putting the stuff in your bags.
I'm talking about scribing the scroll that she gave me, the tiny hut, into the spell book.
Okay.
I believe that costs.
I'm trying to find it. Does anyone know off the top of their head? I thought it was pretty cheap. I think it's
pretty expensive, actually.
Scribing, yeah.
for each level spell. The process is 2 hours and costs 50 gold. So it's 150 gold worth of stuff, but you get half price, so 75 gold worth of stuff.
Okay, well then, I'll go ahead and scribe that into my spell book during this downtime, and we'll do 3 level 1 spell scrolls.
Okay, and what spell scrolls are you making?
We're gonna do 3 scrolls of detect magic.
Okay.
Well, you had a wand, but you know, it's gone.
Alrighty. Anything else that is happening? Nope. Okay. So, after a couple weeks, enough downtime to copy any spells, have fun with your sister, do some studying and meditation.
Cast conjure animals.
Practice with your new loot.
I guess because we leveled up, I'm gonna focus in and try to learn how to hit certain points on people's bodies to.
Ooh.
stun them.
Nice.
Now that
That's
I
right.
have-
Everyone did level up to level 5. I don't think that we mentioned that at the end of the last episode because I forgot to tell them. So,
I'm gonna spend 2 weeks leveling up to 5.
So yeah, during this time, Sarah, if you do have another dream, I won't make everyone leave. But basically, you see the same figure. And she says, you're on the right path. And also, not through words, but I'll just make this sort of help you out there. She sort of gives you a realization of the way that ki works, and that helps you to learn Stunning Strike after you practice it. Okay, so after a couple weeks, Yrel appears, and she says she's found another piece of the artifact. She says, "It is in the flowing wilds to the south, within an old temple. The way will most likely be hazardous, as will the temple itself." She says, "Do you have a way to look above the canopy?"
Yeah.
Okay. So she sort of holds her hand out, and then a hawk appears, and it sort of lands on her arm. She says, "This hawk can lead the way, but he will only fly there above the canopy. He will not be looking out for what is below, so you must be wary. I will instruct him to fly at a slower pace. He will stop at nightfall and proceed at sunrise. Even if you fall behind your owl," because she's noticed that you've got the owl, Giselle. She says, "Your owl should be able to see him above the canopy for a great distance."
He's a smart owl.
Yeah. Smart 'cause he's not a real animal.
Wait a minute.
Are you
Wings
telling
on the
me?
lookout.
All right, so you guys sort of talk about it for a little bit, but you she sort of tells you that it's almost directly south of where you are, but quite a ways south, past K Falls.
Okay. Guess we're gonna head on out then.
All right.
K Falls is like the like the corporate version of a waterfall owned by Keurig.
Only fresh brewed coffee comes over those falls.
Lukewarm, nasty coffee.
At the top of the waterfall, it's just a tiny bunch of cups, little plastic cups.
Yeah.
Hey, let's
All
move
right.
out. Let's go, you pack of crazy people.
Who is leading and
I'll be
marching
in the
order and stuff? Okay. Okay, give me a perception check for whoever is sort of keeping a lookout for on the way.
I'll do it. 15.
15, it's not bad. Okay, so actually, I'm gonna pop my map open real quick. All right. So you guys head south through the heavy jungle. I would imagine occasionally sending Wing up to check for the direction of the hawk.
Yeah, Wing's constantly going up and down. He's keeping an eye out.
Okay. So he is looking for the hawk, and you guys are sort of following the hawk via Wing. This time you make it to the road just before K Falls, and you guys notice there is an abandoned cart sitting off to the side of the road with a donkey attached to it.
I immediately run up to the donkey.
I'll
Lightning
follow.
Okay. The donkey's just sort of eating grass off the side of the road, but he is
I'm
hooked
fireball
up
at the
to the
donkey.
thing.
It's a trap.
I'm
Ow.
gonna look in the
Start unhooking the donkey.
wagon.
Okay, make an investigation check. And you unhook the donkey without any problem. Well, fortunately, this cart has a couple look to be not super fresh, but fairly fresh red stains on it. Look to be liquid. And there is maybe, and there is the investigation of 5. They could have been painters. There's nothing in the cart except for there is a smallish, like about that size satchel that is laying open on the ground right next to it. Inside the satchel, it looks like most of it was gone, but there are 2 what appear to be letters inside.
Everyone, watch out. This paint is around.
They won't stop until they painted us all.
I'll
I start-
open up the letters and read
I
them.
start a ritual up.
Okay. Okay, I will give you the... Okay, you should have both letters now.
While we're searching this, I'm gonna send Wing out in a 100 feet radius around us to check.
Okay,
Just
go ahead and make
keep
a
an eye out.
perception check.
Feel like something's fishy here. He gets advantage on perception.
Okay,
18.
18. Actually, that's 20, right, for a wing?
Oh yeah, yeah, 20. Sorry.
Yeah, so he does when he feels a thorough job of checking out everything nearby. Don't see anything of interest that relates to this. You do see, like, there's some, you see some people way down the road that are headed this way, but they have like looks like some sort of,
paint.
yes, buckets made, some sort of beast of burden that's like carrying things for them, and they look like they're just coming to town.
I'm gonna keep Wing just on the lookout and flying around.
Okay, what were you preparing, Beak?
Speak with animals.
Okay.
I'm gonna ask the donkey what happened.
Is that the one where you have a telepathic bond, or is that the one?
That's the one where I
you
actually talk
speak?
to him.
Okay.
Oh, not that one. So 10 minutes.
Okay.
I want to ask what happened. Y'all.
All right. So you talk to the donkey, and basically he seems pretty
I wanna hear donkey
nonchalant.
voice.
I bet you do. I thought about it. I was gonna do it, but it's not going to. He basically tells you that he's not sure. He was like leading this cart with a guy on it, and then they stopped, and 2 people that wore like dark cloaks with hoods approached, and they stopped, and then he started eating, and there was some noise, and he's been standing there.
Does he know where he's from?
He knows this isn't it, but he doesn't know where he's from.
Where is he going?
He's going the way he was facing.
Do we want a donkey? I asked. Oh, I can't ask that. I will ask the donkey. He can be free if he wants, or he can join us in our travels.
Okay, he asks, where are you going?
I said, I don't know. I said, I follow them.
He says,
I point to the monk.
he's like, I guess I'll just walk back the way I came.
Okay, I'll pat him.
Okay. He
wave
just
bye.
starts walking slowly back the other way. All right. You guys moving on? Are you doing anything with the letters? You just holding on to them for now?
So,
I'll
someone named
take.
John was found snakes and a suitable in panthers, and that the snakes are gonna arrive in 2 or 3 weeks. And the other letter says that he's looking for a man and he found him in Riverton. So, snakes, panthers, and a man in Riverton.
Oh my.
Me, oh
The-
my.
The title of the letter is who they were to and where they were going. So that would be like on the envelope.
I'll relay the story what the donkey told me, but I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna keep it in donkey speak.
Nice. So everyone just
Great.
looks at you and it's like, huh, all right.
Are you okay, Beak?
He's going, yeehaw.
Fireball.
Oh, I guess we can just keep heading out.
Are you showing the letters to anyone, or are you just...
Yeah, I'll show them. I'll
Okay,
hand them over.
I'll just hit show to players then so that everyone can see them, but they'll be in your bags. So there's that one. And can everyone see that? Did it show up?
Yes.
Negative.
Well, then I will edit it to put it in everyone's bag so they can all see it. And use it. Okay, so there should be a letter.
Oh, look, a letter.
Handed us out photocopies. Oh
Yep.
my god.
And use it. There you go. Okay. That's a lot of D4s, sir.
Jeez.
You rolled 100 D4s?
Yep.
Okay.
I just wanted to see if it would throw 100 virtual dice out onto the.
Well, it didn't. I don't think it was quite 100.
No.
19.
And you rolled kind of crappy. You don't have
Yeah.
a whole lot of 4s on there.
Got a lot of ones. Well, there's quite a few 4s.
Yeah, all the green ones are 4s.
Man, you have a straight line of 3s right there. That's pretty good.
Yeah, I guess you did above average. So 100 D4s average would be 200, right? So you're good to go.
Maybe 250.
Oh, well, yeah, I guess so. Because there's no 0. So, yeah, you're slightly below average. 3 below average. All right. Okay, so you guys make it to K Falls. Sun starts to set. Are you staying in K Falls? The hawk has stopped over K Falls.
Where's the hawk stand?
In the air.
He's just flying?
Yep.
He didn't land?
He doesn't.
What a jerk.
You should talk to him in hawk speak.
Yell at him. Hey! Hey, hawk!
You can make
So
that
we're
sound
at-
that
we're
everyone
at-
thinks is an eagle, but it's actually a hawk. You know what I'm talking
So
about?
we're at K Falls.
Yeah, so if there's anything you wanted to do in a town,
What was
there
K
a-
Falls? What was it? What was... How'd it look?
It was a little farming town, right? It didn't have much in it.
it was a smaller town that it was built adjacent to the waterfall, which is why it's called K Falls. It doesn't. It's from what you guys said we went over last time. It doesn't appear to be any particular economic base like farming or mining or anything. It's just seems to be where people from other places ended up settling on this
It
road.
wasn't a.
'Cause it's a
there
road
was a
through
mag-
the-
Was there? I know we looked. Was there a magic shop in K Falls?
There was not.
There was
Nothing.
not, right?
Nope. It is a small village. But if you guys wanted to do anything in a town, you figured this is probably your last shot for a little while, as they told you that the thing was south and the road goes east. So
I don't need no towns.
okay,
Towns are for chumps.
Yeah, what he said. Fuck towns.
We don't need any food. We have good berries.
good berries. All right.
I was like, I wonder if I have that. Can I create food and water? Probably do that too.
Oh yeah. I don't know if you can do
I
that.
think
or not.
druids. I think druids have that spell.
No, they do. I don't know when they get it.
Okay, so you guys, I'm guessing, head out the next morning.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
If you wanted to stay at an inn, it was 2 silver. If you guys wanted to just like camp out slightly outside of town, that's fine too.
We can just camp outside of town. I
Camp.
can summon a hut. I'll summon
Yeah,
the
summon
tiny
the
hut.
hut.
All right, get that hut up. Tell me about the
I
hut.
think. So right outside of town, I summon a hot pink.
I think
From
it's
the
invisible
outside,
from
it's
the
hot
outside.
pink. It holds 10 people, and it's always dry and comfortable inside, and it will be dimly lit as we
Okay.
are about to go to sleep.
Cool. So now you guys got a little place to camp. Since you are on the outside, is anyone staying up to keep watch, or are you guys just gonna let the
I
hut do
will.
its thing? Okay.
Keep in mind, nothing can enter.
I thought I thought it was invisible or something.
No,
No,
it's
it's
opaque from the
opaque.
outside, but no creatures can enter except the ones that we
Gotcha.
allow.
We don't even have to watch. Yeah, what are they gonna do? Walk up, tap on it?
I'll keep Wing. He'll sit on top of the hut.
Okay. So people walk by, just see a hot pink like hemisphere,
With an
half
owl-
dome
with a
an
brown
sitting
owl on top.
top.
Yep, that's exactly what it is.
Okay. All right, so I won't even make you do perception rolls for the first night because you guys are right outside of town. Nothing's happening. You do probably see a few people going in and out of town. Not very many. But morning comes.
Besides, who's gonna approach a hot pink hut? I mean, for real.
Morning comes. Wing sees the hawk start to fly south, as you have told him to sort of keep a lookout on the hawk.
All right, up and at 'em, guys. Wings out. The hawk's leaving.
And then is Wing just keeping an eye on the hawk, or is he not watching the hawk? And
Well, we're not
doing
in the
perception?
we're not in the jungle anymore, right?
You guys
so-
just got out of it, onto the road, passed through K Falls, and now you're going back into the south side.
So we can all pretty much see the hawk now, right? He's not.
For right now, like a mile in, it's going to be canopy again.
Yeah, I mean, he can also keep a lookout on the road in front of us, and keep an eye on the hawk. He can see pretty far.
Okay, so you're just going to be sending him up and down through the canopy.
Yeah,
a bunch?
he's just-
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Go ahead and roll perception for whoever is up front and Wing.
I'll be up front.
Wings 20,
21.
21. I keep forgetting about the numbers.
Okay.
You need to make me a sheet for Wing. I can set his own perception.
Like a whole new camera. Okay, we'll talk about that later. I started thinking about it for a second. Okay, so 5, 10,
You can add it
15.
in your probably as a hit dice. You can add it in there. And you type in just like wing perception.
Hey, it might be
Can
that.
you-
We can look at
see,
it.
I'll
later.
look at it
Make
while
like
he
like an attack.
Okay, so as you guys are walking, freaking 21 perception, and 15 isn't bad either. You guys see, Wing sees it first, but Sarah, if you do notice, there is a large snake, not as large as the largest ones you've seen, but
These snakes.
I know they're crazy here. See a big snake, and it's sort of hanging out. Part of its tail's like hanging off of a tree limb, and it's starting to come down. It seems to have been. It looks like it has been in a fight of some kind. It's like bleeding a little bit in multiple different spots. It also looks like it just ate something that's fairly not huge, but about like maybe 4 loaves of bread, because there's a big lump in the snake's body, and a little bit behind that is a smaller lump that looks more like softball sized. As you look up, you can see that the tree it's coming out of has a nest in it.
It ate a bird.
And Wing can see.
A large bird.
Wing goes, and it's sort of, you can tell, and it communicates telepathically to you, Drizil. There is still, it looks like there's still an egg in the nest.
I'm.
That's gonna be you, bud. That's all you, druid guy. You should go up there and
I'm
check on that.
I'll relay. I'm gonna relay. So Wing has seen a tree up ahead. It looks like the snake might have ate the mom bird, but left the egg. Beak. I don't know if you want to deal with that.
I say no, and I start running towards the snake.
Okay.
I'll take off with him.
Okay. The snake starts booking it away because you guys have caused a ruckus and are heading its way. It starts moving away from the tree that it was coming down.
Is it more than 30 feet away?
Yeah, it's probably like 90 feet,
I'm gonna start a campfire for the snake.
maybe probably 100 feet.
Okay. I'll climb up, see if I can figure out that egg.
Okay. Make a. Well, you can climb. You can climb. You're fine. Make an athletics check for the fun of it. Okay. You start to slip as you're going up, but you catch yourself. You do finally make it up to where the nest was, and there is one egg in there, in the nest left.
A big egg?
It's about like that. It's not huge, but it's not tiny. It's not chicken size. It's bigger than chicken size, but smaller than like pterodactyl
It
size.
sounds like enough to feed me. Bring it back. I'm hungry.
I'm going to keep this egg and I'm going to keep it safe.
Okay, keep it secret.
We're gonna get into a fight. He's gonna get hit, and it's just gonna be like.
I'm going to keep it tucked in my shirt. In my,
If I
what am
see
I
it-
wearing?
If I see a night Beak sitting on this egg,
He's up in a tree, just going. Caw!
This egg needs a mother. Sounds like Beak has a new job.
All right. All right. So not long after you guys have not long after Beak comes out of the tree with an egg, which, do you try to hide the egg or you?
I mean, no.
Okay. So you guys all know.
I'll like tuck it away while I climb down, but I'll show it to him. But I'll put it back.
Okay. So after he comes out of the tree with the egg,
Can
The
I figure out
sun-
what kind of egg it is?
make a nature check.
Do
You
I know what bird, reptile,
it does appear to be a bird egg.
mammal egg?
Yep, so it's definitely if you'd rolled a 1, it would have been a mammal egg. It does. You can tell it's a bird egg, although you're not entirely sure what kind of bird.
Maybe it's a rock. My own pet rock.
Dude, if it's a rock, you're like,
We're gonna be flying on that sucker later on in this campaign.
Okay, I'll just tuck it in, keep it warm.
Okay,
I know. I'll rotate it around every once in a while.
very nice. So not long after that, you guys keep following the hawk, and the sun starts to set. The hawk stops.
okay.
Let's
Stop.
pack it in for the night.
I'll stop for the night.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And I will keep first watch, no matter what we do.
I will curl up with my egg.
Yeah, it's
Have
getting.
to keep
It's
a
still very jungly, very swampy where you are.
I feel at home here. I like it here.
Are you going to be? Sorry, you may have just said this. Are you going to be in the hut or up on a tree, Beak?
I'll be up on a tree above the hut.
Okay. Okay.
I'll be up there while I'm awake. Well, no, I'll sleep up there too.
Ooh. He's living dangerously. Okay. So make
He forgets that he can't fly. He like rolls over. He's just falling to the ground.
make a perception check for whoever's staying awake for watch.
Make a sleep comfortability check to see if you
Wing will
roll
keep-
off the
Wing will
branch
keep
and
watch, but
fall
let me
to the
see.
ground.
Let's see what this does. Did I do it?
Looks like you did. So are all three of you staying awake? Or
No.
Beak and Seraph?
I think me
I'm
and the,
keeping.
me
I'm
and
gonna
the
keep
hawk
one watch.
in the
Okay.
first.
Okay.
And the second one else new.
So let's see. We'll say Seraph takes a second watch with his perception. You guys, Beak and Wing. Again, lots of animal sounds and things like that. Nothing notable. When Seraph's watch comes around, you don't really see anything for the rest of the night until as the sun comes up. You do notice some. It's a long ways away, and all you saw was movement. You couldn't tell what it was, but there's something moved that was larger than any of the snakes you've seen.
It was it was a bigger snake, wasn't it?
Not
And it's
close enough for us
up
to worry
up
about.
ahead of where you guys are.
It's gonna follow us.
Wing wouldn't perceive that as a threat, right?
Wing didn't see it.
Oh, okay, so we're good.
I'll keep my eyes open for it, and once it's time for everybody to get up, I'll tell them what I saw.
Okay. Yeah, you see this just as the sun is coming up and people are starting to. It's pretty
We wouldn't have
late
to
into
worry
the watch.
about it anyways.
All right.
Since we got this hut.
It's a pretty nice hut. Okay, so save 5, 10, 15. Okay, so you guys wake up and get started going. Go ahead and make perception checks for whoever's in front and wing.
Unless somebody else wants to be in front.
What did it? Oh, it did. Still did it. It just only rolled. Okay, I rolled.
Yeah, that's good.
Right.
So, oops.
All you, monk.
All right, so, man, perception's so good. So you guys start heading out, and Sarah, if you see it actually first, and then shortly after you sort of like put your hand up to tell everyone else, Druzil, you get the telepathic signal from Wing. You see up ahead, like maybe 150 feet ish. There is a very large,
Snake?
upright snake.
Yeah, I knew it.
And with him, he has two smaller, they look humanoid. They have humanoid bodies, arms, feet, legs, but their head is serpent. It's a snake head.
Snake head on a person.
Mm-hmm.
Yanti.
Yanti.
The big person, the big snake is Yanti also.
Do they have weapons?
Like that.
It looks like a snake, but it's full snake. Yeah, they all have weapons.
They look like they're trying to like ambush us or anything, or
From what you can tell, they haven't noticed you yet. They're moving about, looking like in another direction, like maybe they're hunting something.
everybody off the road.
Well, they're not on the road, but
Every-
yeah, you guys are going through the jungle right now.
And where are they at?
They're up ahead.
Mind your own
Maybe-
business?
Well, they're not minding their own business, but they're doing their own thing. Yeah. So Seraph, from what you can tell, looks like they are maybe hunting something, but not you.
I'll let everyone know what I see, and that we need to take precautions.
Okay. Are you guys going to try to go around them, or what are you doing?
Do we want to just go up and hopefully maybe they're nice and not attack us, but or do we want to?
When
just
does that
sneak
ever
around?
work out?
Do you feel like
Maybe
they have the
today?
ability to speak common? Or any language that we speak?
Okay, Beak.
Thing is, they could,
Beak.
even if they spoke snake, Beak could handle it.
So you want to parlay with them,
No.
Seraph? I
I
say we just
I don't
skirt
know,
around
so-
them.
I'd
We
like
try
to
to.
try
Like,
something.
I say we try to get around them. No, let's not make our presence known outright.
Let's do that.
I don't want
They
to
could
burn
be
down
evil.
the forest.
All right. So you guys going to take a small detour around them?
Yeah, sure.
Go ahead and roll stealth checks.
I'm gonna keep Beak on the lookout, or close
Balls.
to Beak and keep an eye on him. Or I'm gonna keep Wing on the lookout just in case they make movement towards us. We'll know.
Not today, fellas.
We gotta be. All we gotta do is be stealthier than like the sounds of nature.
I'm going, guys. We gotta be quiet.
Hey! Hey, everyone! Let's be quiet.
Jill has advantage on sneak.
That wasn't supposed to happen
Ooh, you're a sneaky
because
wizard.
of the stupid.
Man,
Yeah,
you guys
We're going. Shut up. Be quiet. They won't
I'm
see
a-
us.
I'm a damn wizard. I'm not a stealthy
If they
person.
come and attack you guys, they'll never see me, so it'll be fine.
Okay, so as you guys are trying to sneakily
I'm mimicking sounds of the jungle. Try to cover up our tracks.
Yeah.
As you guys are doing
We're
that,
singing in the jungle.
all
I'm
right. So,
singing The Lion Sleeps Tonight.
yep.
Yeah.
So as you guys are trying to go around them, one of like three of you step on some very loud leaves and branches. I'd imagine Seraph goes first, goes, "Oh crap! Don't step on that stuff!" And everyone else steps on it. Except Dunn, he's back there face palming at you guys.
Yeah.
And Seraph, yeah, you guys can. Seraph and Wing can see that these guys start to move closer to you, and I need everyone to roll initiative. Let's move you guys over there.
How
God.
many are there?
Put him to sleep.
Dude, we're level 5 now. Sleep ain't gonna do dickety do.
Dude, you cast at a high level, dude. Do your thing.
Look at that big one. Is that like a big Yonti guy or is that like a big monster?
I think it's the big snake, right?
Yeah,
That's what I
it's a big snake man. Without the two little ones are I couldn't find icons that matched what I actually wanted, so the two little ones are the ones that have human bodies. Which is unfortunate that I could not find.
You
what
don't
I
have to
was
put my
looking for.
initiative in. I wrote
It's fine.
you had it set up.
He goes first.
Actually, that one.
Wait, who's going first?
So Druzil. Done rolled a 6. Beak. 24. Seraph. 15. What is that? Oh, that's the thing. Okay, that's fine. And then you will roll. Okay. Okay, Beak, you're up first.
Second.
And then this is your spider over here if you want to,
Yeah.
obviously.
Somebody's really concerned with the distance.
How do you
Alright.
do that again? The distance thing?
Are they like looking aggressive?
It's Ray.
Yeah, they started moving towards you.
No, they're not.
I'm
Weapons drawn.
concerned with the distance. Oh, can you guys see when I did that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we were watching you
That's-
do it like 5
that's-
times in a row.
That's funny. I didn't think it showed everybody.
How do you do
How do
it?
you do it?
It's the fourth thing. I don't know about Isaac's. Probably the fifth. It's the one that's little, like it's got a little circle with a.
Cone?
Oh yeah,
With
I
a-
just
with a
for some
ruler?
reason there. Now you can't see it. It's a little
we can.
circle with a like
That was
looks
me.
like a little compass thing.
Okay, yeah, snap to center.
Click it. Yeah, you click a spot and then you drag it, and it'll tell you how far away something is from where
Cool.
you're at. But I hadn't clicked show to others, but I just clicked it off hide from others, so no, I can do it without it.
I can still see it. I don't know if anyone else can.
So does he actually look like a big snake, or does he look like a snake person? Would I know the difference?
He, make a nature check for me.
He's got a friggin' sword in his hand.
Oh, he has
doesn't
hands?
look like-
Yeah, he has arms.
Oh, okay, okay.
Bam.
Yeah, you know that this is not a snake. This is a snake man.
It's not a snake.
This is not natural.
Do I know? What do I know about them? Are they hostile? Are they evil?
With
from around
a
here, right?
nature check of 18, you would know. You would have heard stories of this in your village. Snake men that are not kind.
But that if we give them grapes, leave us alone.
I'm gonna go shift into Spider-Man.
Okay.
30 right there. And I'm gonna spew some webs all over that big guy.
Okay. What is that? Is that a? Oh, it's just an attack roll, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
21.
21 will hit.
He is restrained by webbing. As an action, he can make a DC 12 strength to burst it. or he can attack it.
No.
Immune to bludgeoning, poison, and psychic.
Okay. All right. So your turn.
Yep.
Okay, Druzil.
Let's see. I am going to. I'm going to cast a fireball.
Okay.
At this point. Well, shit. I think if I right here, it should hit all of them.
We're webbing away.
What's the area?
It is
20 feet.
20-foot radius sphere.
Then yeah,
Which-
if you put it there, it gets all three of them. Well, how many hit points does the webbing have?
Like 5, and it's vulnerable to fire, so it'll
Okay.
burn off.
All right.
So I'm gonna burn your webs up.
Yeah. So you come out, pop the web on, and he's like, ah, and then immediately after Druzil's.
Gotta hold them in place so I can fireball. So,
Okay, go for it.
Fireball.
It's a DC 15 Dex save.
They
So the
save, they take half.
big guy.
Ooh, I wonder if my stunning strike does that.
That was some pretty crappy
Everyone
roll right
wants
there.
to use their new spells.
All right, so the big guy. You see the big guy as soon as the fireball goes off, he sort of moves out of the way a little bit. The webs melt off of him, and he has made his save, so he will take 11.
Does restraining hurt you in any way from your save on?
Oh,
that?
that is a good question. Let me check.
You're restrained.
Restrained is the condition?
Yeah.
It does. He has disadvantage on dex saves.
Ooh.
15. Yeah, that actually that made a difference. He will not save
Oh yeah.
by 1.
See? The webs are worth it.
Webs were totally worth it. So he takes the full 23, so it's another 12. Okay, and then the other two will also try to make dexterity saving throws. Okay, that one saves, so he will take 11. And the other guy, oops, will not save, and he will take the full 23.
Spells that I can't miss on. This is what I'm talking about.
This spell's a game changer in some campaigns.
Are you
And
moving
then,
any?
Yeah, I'm gonna move back here.
Run away.
Running away.
Not running away, just repositioning. And then that's my turn.
Okay. All right. How far away did you go? You went really far away. Okay.
Still in range for most of my
In
spells though.
a 30-foot. Okay. Oh wow, that's really good. Okay, so he is going to move up to here. He is no longer restrained because the web's burned off. And I need Seraph, Dunn, and I think that's right. Yep, Seraph, Dunn, and Beak, all to make a wisdom saving throw, please.
14.
I didn't make it.
All right, so Seraph and Dunn, you guys both see a phantasmal image of the scariest thing that you can think of. You will
Uh-oh.
drop whatever you are holding and become frightened.
I'm not holding anything right now, so
So you guys must take the dash action and move away from the big snake on your turn by the safest available route.
I don't think there's enough room at the edge of the map to take the dash action.
That's fine. We'll just call it at the edge of the thing. And then at the end of your turn, if it doesn't have line of sight on you, which we can use the trees to do, you can make another wisdom saving throw. Right now I can see all of you. Okay, and then this guy.
I would have still been stealthed.
That's actually valid.
Like I was super stealthy. No, I'll run away.
Yeah, I would think that as soon as combat started, they would have seen all four of you. Plus, you're still in the cone. I'll leave it up to you. Would your character have stayed hidden, or would he popped out?
I mean, I said that before the combat, but
Okay,
I
then yeah,
totally would
then-
take the...
I'll leave it to you.
Because
As
I
if
don't
your
want to
character
be
would.
like up in the front for sure.
Is it a cone or is it a? Is he?
What-
It is a
choose
cone.
specific.
I would think if he's still hidden, at the very least, maybe get advantage on the save, right?
Let's see. Let's do. Let me see something real quick. Okay, do it with advantage then, because it doesn't say that I have to be able to see it, but you were in the cone either way. So do it with advantage that maybe you weren't.
All right. Probably still not gonna get this because I don't have good wisdom.
Nope, you do save. So only
okay.
only Seraph.
Guess you don't get to go to your stunning strike. Goodbye.
30 feet. Okay, so he's going to move up here. He's going to take a swing at melee. Okay, so he's first going to swing at you with a scimitar.
That's a hit.
20, yeah. 23 to hit. How do you know it's a hit? You don't know what I did.
Oh. I saw a dice. I saw the 15. I was thinking that was yours.
No, it's not mine. Yeah, 23 to hit. And you will take 7 points of slashing damage, and then he is going to try to bite you. Ah. 13.
Nope.
Okay, so he reaches out to snap at you, and having just been hit by a scimitar, you quickly dodge out of the way. This guy is going to come up and try to do the same thing. Actually, he can't quite make it, so he's going to go there. And he's going to try to hit you with a longbow a couple times. That's a 23, so that hits. And you will take 5 points of piercing damage, and then he's going to... So he takes the arrow out, shoots it right at you, impacts, and he's going to take another arrow out and try to do it again. And as he pulls the bow back, he gets the arrow out, and he starts to pull it back, and before it's actually fully knocked in there, he accidentally lets go, and it thunk right into the ground. And that is his turn. Seraph, you are feared.
I'm taking off. See you guys. That's like 45, I think, and then I can go another. I can go 80 if I'm
Okay,
dashing.
well, for the purposes of this, let's say that you run just like right here. And then, because that's the edge of the map.
Yeah. And I can roll a wisdom save.
Yeah.
Nope.
14
Does
again.
not save. So you are still afraid.
You're the wisest amongst us, too.
Okay. There we go. Done.
Okay. I'm going to cast one of my fancy new spells.
Ooh.
I'm going to cast Enemies Abound on the big guy.
Okay, what's that do?
He needs to make a DC 14 intelligence check.
Okay. He does not pass that. He fails it.
Okay. On a failed save, the target loses the ability to distinguish friend from foe regarding all creatures it can see as enemies until the spell ends.
Okay. What is the duration?
The big guy.
A minute.
A minute?
And like if his allies like provoke attack of opportunity, he has to take that.
Okay, and then does he get to
Yeah, I
try
can
to save
share.
at the end of turns, or?
He gets to save if he gets damaged.
Okay.
Here, I'll link it. I don't know. Let's see.
Who'd you put that on?
The big one.
The big feller.
Oh, I don't know why it won't let me. Because I can't like it's not an actual cast, so I can't like.
Are
click
you
on
are
it.
you telling me to not attack him?
Yeah, I'll yell to you. I'll come out of stealth and be like, "Don't attack the big guy!" Then I'll go hide behind a tree.
All right. Is that your turn?
Yeah.
Okay, Beak, you are up.
Which one of these guys got hit hardest?
It's like this guy has been hit the hardest.
Okay, I'll shimmy over there.
He's a bit singed.
I'm gonna bite him.
Okay.
Try to bite.
18 definitely hits.
DC 11 con save.
All right. Okay, so he takes the, was it 5 piercing?
Yep.
And as you try to sink the venom in there, it just sort of falls back out. He appears to not be affected by it at all.
Oh, immune to poison. All right. That's all I got.
Okay. Druzel.
I am going to cast another fireball.
From
can't say it.
downtown!
I'm going to cast it right on top of. Yeah, it's up. Actually, it has a range of 150, and I can go up to 300 as spell sniper.
'Kay.
Away.
Okay.
And I'm only 100, or less than 100 actually.
Okay, I don't think this will matter, but can you, whenever you're using your evocation shielding, does it have to be medium-sized creatures, or can it be any two creatures?
Any creature. It
Okay.
doesn't. It's no size limit. I can protect up to the amount of or amount of creatures, not size.
Okay, cool.
So I can protect up to 3 at my level.
Okay.
So the whole 3 if I want to.
Okay.
So I'm going to sculpt the spell. I'm going to make sure that fireball doesn't touch our spider, not even one of his tiny little legs.
Alrighty. I don't think they're that tiny.
And,
though.
well, they're tiny compared to the size of this fireball about to go off. All right, fireball.
Okay. That's a better roll.
35 damage.
And DC 15. We'll do the big guy first.
There, I figured I didn't have the spell description last time. I added it this time.
All right. He does save, so he will take
17.
17. And he will get to make it's an int save, Eric?
Yep.
Of,
DC
what is it?
14.
14. All right, he does save. So, as a second ago, he was like looking at the two guys surrounding him, sort of paranoid, and now he looks back towards you, and then looks down at the spider. The one on the top.
Big guy
Okay.
doesn't have to make concentration checks to keep
I actually
that
got a pretty good
spell
roll
on
that
me
time.
up, does he?
I do not believe fear is a concentration. I will double check. He saves, so he will take 17 as well. And the guy on the bottom, he also saves, so he will also take, what was it? 17. The one on the bottom is starting to look not so hot. Let's see.
Man, there's some good saving throws he got there.
Oh,
Everyone
okay.
saved on a 15.
That fear actually is concentration, so he will make a Constitution saving throw. And then help me out on that. The Constitution saving throw is half the damage taken, or 10, whichever is greater.
Half the damage.
So that would be 10 is higher, so... Oh, he rolled a 10, so he's good to go. He maintains concentration on fear. Is that your turn, Drizzle?
I'm gonna move 30 feet further back. I can't actually, but I'm going to.
Very well. Okay, so their turn. Big guy is going to look at the spider. Yeah, he's just going to hit the spider. So he is going to go ahead and try to hit you with a scimitar first. Which is... Ooh. 16?
That's a hit.
Okay. Scimitar. Ooh, we rolled well. 15 points.
Okay, I'm not a spider anymore.
Okay. Then he is going to...
Did he roll to make sure he doesn't hit? Because he doesn't know what his friend is.
He does. He made that save as soon as he took fireball damage.
Yeah, Ray shot him and ruined that.
Way to go, Ray.
Sorry.
Ruining
I took
webs.
Doing a lot of
ruining
damage.
Confusion.
Okay,
Gotta
and
get
he
your
is going
friend
to
killed.
starts to wrap his tail around you and try to constrict you. That is
Help our
a
bard
18.
heal him.
That's a hit.
That is 13 points of bludgeoning damage, and you are grappled.
Oops, I didn't mean to click that. Sorry.
What's the grapple condition? Okay. So yeah, you're grappled. So your speed is 0, and then he's going to try to bite you. Oh man, 11.
Nope.
So despite being coiled in this big snake's body, he's reached out to try to bite you, and you just move out of the way just in time. And that is his turn. This one. And then the big one sort of goes and points towards Dunn, and this one starts running over here.
I'm stabbed with my spear.
Okay.
My disadvantage.
Nope, you're just grappled. You just can't. Your speed is 0. That's the only thing that happens when grappled.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Oh, there's some sort of negatives to it. We'll stab.
Oh, that'll hit.
Oh, dang.
Boom.
That's one. Oh, look at that.
Why'd you do 2? It does 2 for you.
Oh, does it automatically do it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
9 plus
Oh,
7.
that's right. It's not 2D.
So yeah, it's 16 points of piercing damage as it moves out of the way. So as you see the big snake sort of point towards Dunn and say something you can't understand, it starts to move off, and you just reach out with your spear and happen to catch it in a very tender spot, and it keeps going, albeit a little bloodier. And it is going to try to hit you with a scimitar.
Okay.
18.
I'm going to use cutting words to make him roll a d4 against his own.
Okay.
Reduce that.
What are you gonna say, Eric?
Nothing.
Okay,
I'm
makes it bring it down to 16.
No, that'll still hit me.
Okay. How about some cutting words? He's like, up yours, buddy. Okay, so that will hit you for 6 points of slashing damage. And then he's going to try to bite you with his snake head atop this humanoid body.
Okay.
That is 17.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Okay. So that is 4 points of piercing damage plus 5 points of poison damage. Okay, and then this guy is going to come around here.
See, that would have been 2 hits right there, Ray.
Go flank,
know?
flank the grappled beak, so he can roll with advantage. Oh yeah, that hits. It's 19 plus some, so he's going to hit you for...
We can bring Beak back up. If he falls.
It's a team game, Ray.
But he is. He's taking one for the team right now.
8 points of slashing damage. So he slithers up behind you and just wails into you while you are being held in place by the bigger snake. And then he's going to try to bite you. Yeah, it's like 21. So then he will bite you for 6 piercing damage and 9 poison damage. And that is their turn. Seraph.
Ah!
I'll say, given the map, you can move this way, just towards the outside of the...
You can make bigger maps.
Or you can... Actually, you just stay put there and then make a... But you would use your action to panic, and then you can make a another save. There you go. You are no longer afraid.
Yay.
Okay, done. You're up.
Alright. I'm gonna cast Dissident Whispers on this guy right here.
The guy in front of you.
Yeah.
It's a wisdom save. He fails, so he will take the full 7 points of damage.
He's gonna bail the hell out of there.
And then he has to...
Run away. Use its reaction if available to move as
Okay.
far away, as far as its speed allows from me.
Okay, so it will move this way.
Map
And then will you
as-
take a reaction to hit
Attack
him?
of opportunity.
Yeah, it's up to you.
Yeah, sure. I'll whack him with my
Fancy
Loot.
new loot.
Okay.
with my old loot. That I-
Bang.
17.
17 will hit.
1 damage.
Oh man. Whacked him good. All right. So you do whack him on the back as he runs away. All right. Are you moving? Or is that your turn?
Yeah, I'll back up. No, yeah, I'll just stay where I'm at. I'm good right now.
Okay.
That's about it. I'm done.
Beak, you're up.
There's a severe lack of animals in the book. Okay. I'm gonna. So, quick question. So I'm grappled by the guy.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I probably wouldn't know this, but I want to shift into a spider again.
Okay.
But I'm kind of trapped in here.
I'll
As
tell you
long as I
what.
don't end my turn, like I can still shimmy aside and I'll be okay. Right. Anyway, before I do that, I'm going to cast Conjure Animals. And that big white wolf, big dire wolf. I'm going to cast two dire wolves and it'll pop up.
Okay.
Oh, no. You gotta do the, 8 small wolves. That's way more annoying. They give each other pack tactics and flanking. I did a
Oh.
druid build like that.
I thought about that.
Let's see if I can find some quick wolves for you.
Actually, no, that actually might be better.
Yeah, it's super good. It's so fucking good. It's like
How many of those can I get?
8 of them.
beasts of 4. Yeah, you know what? Let's do it.
8
Get
small
four
wolves.
little. I want 4 little wolves. But they're all gonna be white, just like that other one.
Is
Okay.
it 4 or 8?
They're
You
gonna
can do
be-
8.
I can do 8. 8
They're going to be
wolves.
gray right now.
Those are fat.
8?
8
Yeah.
of them.
Oh man, this is so dumb. Yeah, I did a druid like this.
5, 6, 7.
It's just like a numbers game.
Okay, there you go.
I need to be able to move.
Yeah, I gotta go in here and individually tell each one.
All right, break time.
I gotta make the computer think that each one of these is you, so that you can control them. Okay, and then do they do their own thing, or do you actually tell them what to do?
They're friendly to me and your companions.
I'm pretty sure you tell them what to do.
Obey any verbal commands that you issue to them. No action required by you.
Okay.
Don't issue any commands to them. They defend themselves from hostile creatures. Otherwise, they take no actions.
All right. What do you tell them to do? Do you tell them? Do you get to tell them on this turn?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's no action.
Cool.
So, I'll just command them. I'll just do it.
Okay. They will just take. They'll take your initiative then.
Okay.
So what are they doing?
Just a minute.
Okay.
So I'm popping them out, and then I'm going to shift into spider form.
Okay.
Bonus action.
I'll say that since.
Just gotta do that, and then just step aside.
Yeah, I'll say that since the spider form is actually a size larger, then he will lose the grapple.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah, that's right. Grappled. Okay, so I'm gonna shimmy over there, and then I will bite Big Man.
Okay.
No, I can't. No, I cast.
Yeah,
a spell. I
you
can't
you
bite.
already
I
you
can-
already
I
did.
just shimmy it away. Okay, so the
You tell them
wolves.
what to do. Yeah.
Yes, the wolves.
Okay, so this is all gonna be +4 on all these. So these, the 5 that are.
Line them up any way you want to.
Yeah,
They
go ahead
could
and
be
move
like-
them into wherever you want to move them to.
Are they where they want? I want them to be.
Okay.
Oh, you don't want the double flank? Okay.
Oh, I guess he would go over here, wouldn't he?
Yeah.
Double flank there. That guy's flanking, and then those guys are good. Okay, so we'll do the 5 on the Big Man first. They're all flanking.
This one is not flanking.
He's flanking with me.
Oh, right. Yes, they are all flanking.
Is it advantage? Or is it
Yes.
plus?
Yeah.
Advantage.
It's advantage.
Plus pack tactics.
Oh yeah.
I don't remember how pack. Is pack tactics just is that advantage as well?
Oh yeah, it's just advantage if they're within 5 feet of each other.
So yeah, they're all gonna get advantage whether they're flanking or not.
All right, so I'm gonna roll. Oh boy. So this one roll first one. I can't see the numbers with that thing up there.
What do they get
These are all-
plus?
+4.
Okay, so that's 12 plus 4 is 16. 16 hits.
Okay. Let me just do the rolls first. So we got 1 hit,
Okay. I'll try to keep on
2 hits,
2. That's a 10 that misses.
that's a 13.
What? It's 10.
Oh, right.
It's
right.
adding them.
Yeah.
8, 12 that misses. So you got 2 hits so far. This is your 5th attempt. That one hits.
Yeah.
So 3
Okay,
hits.
so that's all on the big guy. So we'll do damage on the big guy right now.
Okay.
So it's 2d4 plus 2. So there's only 2
You
hits,
can
right?
tell at
3.
that.
3 hits.
3 hits. So that's 6, 8.
Okay.
If you type /roll 2d4 plus 2, it'll do it.
I'm just clicking the thing.
So that's another 6.
Yep. And another 9.
Another 9.
Yeah, that's good damage.
All right. So yeah, you just all of a sudden summon. There's all these wolves pop up, start going to town on this snake, and he's sort of writhing around, getting hits from
Oh.
all sides.
He needs to roll 3 DC 11 strength saves.
Okay.
Man, that's a good spell.
Okay, saves the first one. Saves
I was gonna pop
the
out a bunch
second
of spiders, but they're immune to poison.
Plus
one.
wolves
So
are
DC
good.
11.
Yeah.
Okay, he saves all 3 of them.
Okay. So now the little guy. And same thing, they're all within 5, so they all get.
Okay. And it's these 3, and they're gonna hit this guy.
Yeah.
Okay. That's a
Crit.
natural 20. That hits.
This is brutal.
Yeah, all 3 hits. And the first one is
So
a
it's
crit.
gonna be 44 plus 2.
What a
So
roll.
four-
Oh my
14.
god.
Jeez. Okay, next one.
Number 2.
So
6.
it's 6.
Number 3. 7.
Describe for me how these wolves tear apart this smaller
they just-
snake.
They just shred them to
Snake
pieces.
man.
The most violent thing you've ever seen.
All right.
More violent than that game we played as a bunch of animals.
Yeah.
So these other,
Man,
so 5
rough.
wolves apparate and just start going to town on the big snake, and then these 3 other ones turn and go for this smaller snake-headed man, and they just start ripping into him, and he start trying to fight him off, but it is no use.
Beak's just thinking, isn't Mother Nature just beautiful?
He is dead. All right, is that your turn?
Mhm.
Man, that's a nasty spell right there.
Yeah, that is a nasty ass.
I thought this was gonna go bad for you guys, and then suddenly,
Yeah, dude. Conjure animals. Is like
Druzil.
top.
How long does that last?
A minute.
Oh my god.
It's brutal. I used to do it all the time.
Druzil
hated me.
summons a
I built a druid around that spell. Like I just constantly was summoning
It
stuff.
gets even dumber whenever you get higher level because you can
Yeah.
start conjuring fairies and
What's Druzil conjuring?
That's a separate one.
Casts Scorching
Matt wouldn't let
Ray,
me do
so he
that.
conjures
oh,
3 rays of fire,
Okay,
Because-
at the big guy.
and he's gonna hurl the first one at the big guy. Let's see.
'Kay.
We're gonna do 3 rolls here because they do a hit.
All right.
that was like conjure elementals or something.
Conjure elementals is a different
13.
one. I think
13 does
this-
not hit. So your
I don't
first
remember
shot
which one the Fey
goes
one
wide.
is.
Whiffs.
The dumb thing about it is technically you could summon a bunch of fairies and they could
18?
all cast
18 does hit.
polymorph each.
Hmm.
So you could summon a bunch of fairies, turn us all into giant
11?
gorillas, and then we could wreck any fight.
All right. So first one goes wide. The second one impacts on the just below the shoulder, right in the rib cage area, doing 11 points of fire damage. It sort of singes away. Third blast.
I'll look it up.
9.
Third one almost hits beak, but it stops short and poof, into the ground.
And that is my turn.
Okay. All right, it's the snake. All right, so he's just going to start whacking away at some of these wolves that have been attacking him. Not going to turn his back on the spider, though. He's going to try to kill this guy first.
Surely they have like no hit points, right?
They have 11.
Yeah, they're pretty weak, but still, like, it's a
They
lot of
take
damage.
it.
It's like 20 something. I'm sure that hits. And that wolf will take. That will take 13 points of slashing damage on this wolf.
He did.
Okay. And he's going to attack this one with the scimitar as well. Is that 19 to hit? I think that hits as well.
Yep.
What's the AC of these wolves?
13.
Okay. And he will take 11 points of slashing damage.
He did.
All right, so he's carving through these wolves that are eating him up.
You can see a spider tear coming out of a beak's eye.
Spider tear.
Out of his multiple eyes.
Yeah, out of one of them.
So this one's dead as well, you said?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
that
and then he is going to take a shot at the next wolf, which is this guy. He's actually going to bite. Yeah. Yeah, it's like 24. So plus, so he takes 6 points of piercing damage and 13 more points of poison damage.
He did.
So this big snake man turns around, carves through two with 2 decisive strikes, turns around and bites onto a wolf that immediately falls over. And then this guy in the back Still scared of Dunn of what he did. He's going to move right here.
You know, walk. Oh, okay.
And then turn and try to get a couple of these wolves down. Oh no. That is only a 7 to hit. So he swings at the first wolf, and the wolf just sort of dodges out of the way. Whiff on the scimitar attack, and then he leans over to bite him on his face. And rolls another 2.
Is there a feat that allows you to have 2 concentration spells at the same time?
Not that I'm aware of.
I want
Do
to have
what?
16. I want 16 of these things out.
Yeah, so he leans over to bite, and the wolf moves out of the way again, and that is his turn.
I'll just roll
Seraph.
a druid.
I'm gonna move up here as far as I can.
You finally out of it? I missed
Yep.
that.
I'm gonna hurl some sunbolts at this big old dude.
Okay.
First one. Gonna miss.
That does miss, yes.
I'm gonna spend a key point to flurry of blows.
'Kay.
Sunbolt. 14 to
Felix
hit.
here is gonna
14
join the
misses as
fight.
well. So you throw one, goes wide, throw another one. It does impact, but the natural scaly armor does not appear to have done any damage.
That's one.
That
There it
one.
is.
Jinga. 9 points of radiant
Nice.
damage.
The last sunbolt hits him right in a tender spot, doing radiant damage.
Right in this tender spot, boy.
Right, hit him right in the chicken tendon.
Done. You're up.
He's holding a big scimitar, right?
He is.
Let's heat that metal, baby.
Alrighty. It's a DC 14 to save to hold on to it, right?
Yeah, to hold on to it.
And that's on the big guy?
Yeah.
He does not succeed. So he will drop his weapon. He still takes the 7 fire damage though, right?
Yeah, uh-huh.
So he starts to heat up. He's drops it and takes 7 fire damage. Looks at the ground as the blade starts to become orange from the heat. Is that your turn?
Yep.
All right. Beak / wolves. It is your turn.
So I want to command these wolves to bite the big guy. Can I do that with my spider
Yeah.
mouth?
It's
Okay.
it's still under your command. They don't
Point
have
and I'll
to.
bark at them to go get the big guy, so they'll move over here and.
'Kay.
I'll dog pile on the big guy.
Is that a pun?
Okay, so we'll go from left to right.
'Kay.
We're all gonna go on big guy. Wolf number 1.
That one will hit.
Wolf
So it's
number 2.
1. What is it? Plus 4?
Yeah.
It's
15.
15 will hit. That's
2.
2.
Mm,
That one will miss.
that one hits.
That one
And
hits.
last wolf.
4.
And that's 11 again. So yeah, 4 hits out of 5.
That's not bad.
Okay. So there's what's that? 7 damage.
So it's plus 2. Okay. So minus 7. Okay. 5 more.
5 damage.
Ooh.
10 damage. This is number 4.
Yeah, this is the last one.
And this guy's a lot of health.
8
It's
more.
another 8.
You just did 30 damage to him.
Yeah, I'm gonna-
Jeez.
And I'm gonna bite him.
Okay. And you get advantage because you are flanking with the wolf back there.
Yeah. Why isn't it whirling? Oh, there it goes.
That will hit,
You
but
hit
you
no
can
matter
you
what.
can try for the crit. Nope. All right. Deal
I don't get
damage.
the poison bonus, but there's the 9 for the hit.
Describe how you kill this guy.
Oh yeah. So the dogs are going crazy and they're just chowing on. They're like ravenous. And You never heard a spider bark before, but you can hear barking coming out of this spider, and he's jumping in there, and he's one of the wolves today. I
Very
sink my
nice.
teeth in, and I just start shaking him around.
Yeah, so he's trying to fight off all these wolves and can't. He's getting overwhelmed, and all of a sudden, the spider comes from the other side, flanking maneuver, and sinks into his back, and this guy falls down.
I'm gonna climb up into this tree and make a web that says "some pig."
What?
It's my Charlotte's Web.
All right, is that your turn?
Yep.
All
I'm
right.
gonna climb to the top of that tree.
Okay, Druzil.
I am going to just summon. I'm going to summon 3 Scorching Rays at this last guy here.
Okay.
So first one. 21.
That'll hit.
Seven.
Okay. This first one, right in the center of the chest, starts to singe away as he's looking down at the wolves, surprised by a scorching ray from out of nowhere.
from way far you can see. Yeah, I'm 110 feet away right now, actually.
Yep, and he would have all kinds of cover too from all these trees in between you, but the spell sniper takes
No
it all
cover.
away.
9.
9 misses. The next one, a little too far away, goes right past him.
And the last one. 14.
14 hits.
10.
Tell me how you kill it.
The Scorching Ray like hits him right square in the face, and he just kind of like stunned look and falls straight over. Done.
All right, so he's looking down at the wolves, getting ready to try to defend against them. All of a sudden, first scorching ray, poof, right in the chest, and he looks up, sees another one go streaking right by him. He starts to look panicked, and you can see the fear in his eyes. And then the third one, poof, right between the eyes, and he just slumps back into the ground. All right, that was looking bad for a second.
Beak's
and then,
final minute, he's gonna shift back into bird form, and he's gonna be like a little kid at a puppy store. He just petting the doggies.
all the dogs are coming. They just jump on you,
They got
tails
blood
wagging.
all over. They got
Blood all over
fake
him, yeah.
blood all over him. I'm
How long
covered
did
in
it
it.
last?
I'm gonna
minute.
be looking for my quarterstaff because I dropped it.
Okay. It's around there somewhere. You do find it.
How
easily
long
enough.
did the animals last when you summon them?
A minute.
A minute.
A minute.
Yeah, Conjure Fey is the other one. That's a pretty high level spell though.
All right. Well, that went way better for you guys than I thought it was going to at the beginning of that.
I think that's the one.
Okay.
I'm going to, at the end of this, I'm going to use Arcane Recovery and recover 1 3rd level spell.
You have to do that during a short rest, don't you?
Yes.
I thought you regain it during a short rest.
Yeah.
You can only do arcane
Maybe.
recovery whenever you take a short rest.
Once you take a short
Oh,
rest,
okay.
you get it. Yeah. I'm gonna. Anyone else have hurt?
Nope.
Yeah,
Just
I
me.
took about half my damage. Half my
Okay, so
life.
I'm gonna put up my my healing spirit. So you get D6 hit points for 10 rounds. I'm probably gonna use a lot of it though.
Well, why don't we just take a short rest right here while we recover a little bit?
Yeah, and then I can hit Song of Rest and we can all get bonuses.
Ba-da-dun, ba-da-dun,
So, we're gonna take a short rest.
Yeah.
Right after this fight.
Okay.
So I'm gonna roll 10D. Oh, I'm gonna roll my D6s until I get my hit points back. I'm at 5 hit points by the way.
Oh man.
Well,
I don't know why you guys had such a hard time. I'm feeling fine.
And I said last time, you guys can, if you're not in combat, you can squeeze 2 people into this. So if anyone else is low, you could get
It's
that.
been 15. There's 15 hit points for whoever wants it so far.
I finally get back up to the group here after about 10 minutes of walking back.
I guess I could just roll 10 of them and then I can just look at the chat. That was what, 6?
Yeah, just do
1, 2,
10
3,
d6.
4, 5, 6, 7. This is 8. 9.
Oh, if I get a 6, I'll max out. Oh, wrong button.
blow on that die. Nope.
Oh,
Aw.
But if you're taking a short rest, then you're fine. You're gonna be fine.
only if I want to use it. Who says I want to use my hit dice?
What
That's
does
one,
the bardic thing do?
Oh, Song of Rest.
Yeah.
It allows you to use your. Fewer friendly creatures who can hear your performance regain hit points at the end of the short rest by spending one or more hit dice. You can't use hit dice on a short rest usually. They gain an extra 1d6 of hit points.
That's what it is.
I was say you can spend hit dice on a short rest. That's what.
Spending one or more hit
good to do.
dice. You have to spend it.
Oh, so if you use hit dice, you get an extra d6.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah,
I'm gonna eat
so I guess-
a couple good berries.
Okay.
Put me down to 7 of those. Max me up.
Excellent. Okay. So after a short rest, you guys moving on?
Oh, I'll do my recovery thing too.
You have a recovery thing?
I have something similar to what Ray has.
I just use my arcane recovery and recover 1 3rd-level spell.
I use that one. Yeah, same as you. I get like half my whatever back. Or 5, so I get.
Mine's half, rounded up. So
I get all my bardic inspirations back
3.
What is mine?
on a short rest now. I'm so inspired.
This was the rest, right? Or we were just walking.
No, we just took a short rest right after the fight.
I mean, with this fight, we were just walking.
Yeah, you guys saw these snake dudes and tried to sneak around, and your stealth was terrible.
All right. Well, once we get rested up, let's take off. Follow that bird, that hawk.
Okay, so switch this back. There we go. You guys continue through the jungle, and after a few more miles, let's see. Okay, after a few more miles, you actually give me perception checks to see how far away you can see what is happening,
17.
and then one for Wing.
Getting it.
I thought I saw a thing where
17 for Wayne.
Druzil the Magnificent.
You just saw that.
All right, so 17. You guys see this? You start to see this is several hundred feet away. You can see this with those decent perception rolls. You see there's a bit of a clearing on the edge of, and there's also an edge of what appears to be a lake, and it seems to be a small village that is full of these snake-like creatures. Some of them are big, like the ones you saw. Some of them have just the snake heads. Some of them have human heads with and human arms and human chest but with a snake lower half. And you see a few of them that have like the regular human body, but instead of arms, they just have 2 snakes. And you see a few of them that just from this distance appear to be normal humans.
I think we should avoid that.
Yes, I agree.
We're gonna go on a
Just
really
swap a bunch of
round.
snake people.
We'll go far away, a far route around. Make sure we're not seen.
A route where no one has to make a stealth check.
Yeah, far enough that we don't have to try to stealth by. We're not gonna like try to walk.
Okay, so you go around, try to go around. There is another body of water that is sort of the farthest away you can get. It seems like it's probably going to be fine to go around, but you can't go as far as you'd like because there is another body of water nearby. So go ahead and everyone make a stealth check.
Ah,
There you go.
Didn't we just say we didn't want to make stealth checks?
Yeah,
Damn
but you can't get quite far enough away. It's a very low DC, but Still needs to be made. There it is.
Yikes.
Yeah, you're fine. Between all four of you, you're fine. So you do manage to skirt this Yuan-Ti village.
Skirt, skirt.
Skirt. Little ways past that village. Go ahead and make perception checks again for the two people that are making, Wing and Seraph. Ooh.
That's 20.
Okay. So I'll say that you could probably see them at the same time since Wing is actually going above the canopy and back down multiple times, and you rolled fairly high, Seraph. You do notice there are a couple of very large snake skeletons on the ground.
What's with the snakes?
And like,
As you guys are walking.
Skeletons or snake skeletons?
They appear to be very large snake skeletons. They don't have arms.
they got little tiny arms. You just can't see them. They're underneath this thing. It's actually like a big millipede.
Okay, well, we'll
That
relay
would
that
be far
information.
scarier than a large
Oh.
snake.
I'll relay that
Each
information to the
reference.
group that we saw giant snake skeletons ahead.
Okay.
Or is it like a La Brea tar pit kind of thing, where like
No. Seemingly these are just two very large snake skeletons just sort of lying on the ground.
gotcha.
You guys just going by them?
Do we loot
Yeah.
those snakes we left behind there?
You did
After
not.
the battle. Why didn't we loot them? Why didn't we loot them?
Because
What
you
are they
decided
gonna
to
have?
take a short rest and do nothing else.
Everybody was
giant
looking their
scimitar.
wins, I guess.
Mm-mm.
All right, so let's see. Let's move.
Get a bunch more useless weapons we're gonna have to carry around. We have a cart sitting in some town that's just full of.
It's sitting in some jungle.
Yeah.
We should go back. Beak goes back.
You realize this money could have been had.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wait, guys, I gotta go back for something. Hold on.
What time of the day is it?
Tree fitty
Tree fitting.
in the morning.
In the morning. Let's see. It's like late afternoon at this point. It's starting to get. It's not starting to get dark, but it's going to start getting dark soon. And as you guys walk past these giant skeletons, they start to
Wake up and attack us.
animate and move towards you. Yes. And I need.
Where's the cleric when we need one?
I'm gonna
I
cast
know.
Toll the Dead.
Everyone to
I
roll. Actually, let me give you turns first.
I still might do that. You never know.
Okay, go ahead and roll initiative.
17.
Ooh, almost a 1.
Okay, so Seraph is in there. Dun is not in there. 21.
This could be really bad. I'm low on magic after that.
Yeah, it's almost like you shouldn't blow all your massive spells in one fight.
They were pretty big creatures.
Yeah, but we took care of them with wolf power.
Wolf power.
The one big one would have taken out the two small ones if someone hadn't blown them up. Did 10 damage or whatever the fuck he did.
Maybe you guys can discuss that on your walk. Someone asks you if you're a god.
Gotta put an icon on them. I didn't realize what they were.
I even yelled out, "Don't attack the big one."
I know, but I wasn't paying attention. My bad. Need to put a little icon on them so I realize something's up when you do something.
Well, they're just
Okay.
skeletons. They'll be dumb. I'll just do it again.
All right, so as you walk by them, you start to hear the sort of bones rattle, and they get up and start heading in your direction. Done. You are up first.
Okay. I'm gonna
I could just cast a tiny little hut and we could just hide in it until morning. while
until they
Alex
go
goes
away. Yeah,
back.
since they can't get in.
What's let me ask you a question. What's the cast time on Tiny Hut?
I don't
Like a-
know.
It's
It's 10. It would be 10 minutes because I don't have it. It would be a ritual.
Yep. Okay, you start casting that while combat's going on.
Just back up really far and start casting.
Oh, I can go far. See you guys. Nice.
I'll try this again. There you go.
Enemies abound. Is it wisdom save or intelligence save?
Intelligence save.
Of what is it? 14
Mm-hmm.
on which one?
Let's go with this one. The one closest
Okay.
to me. I don't know why.
It does make a save.
Damn. These are smart, big, giant skeletons.
Skeletor.
They just roll dice good. that's all.
Skeletor!
Are you moving or is that your turn?
Oh, I'm getting out of there.
No, I'm out. I'm leaving. Okay. Beak.
I'm trying to figure out. So I'm gonna do an animal thing.
Oh wait, I should have done something else. Oh well.
Too late for you.
Yep.
After I spawn the animals, they get to act, right?
That's what we did last time.
All right.
That's how it works.
So nothing does anything other than, I don't know, out of character, but nothing other than piercing damage. So here's what I'm gonna do this time. Where are they? There they are. So I need some boars.
Need boars? All right.
Boars.
Look for boars.
Could just run from this fight. Why do they always come out as fat? Like,
Because that's just how they are. How many do you need?
8.
Jeez. 3, 4,
better get used to this.
5.
Just change it up every time so it's a fine little model.
What
This
a
time I
jerk.
want
This time I want some birds.
Just 8 parrots. It's gonna come down. Actually, you can get 16 parrots, right?
No, 8's the most you can get.
Oh, okay. I thought you could go up to 16.
Hmm.
If they were like 8.
Okay, we'll start putting them in a line here. I'm casting them right here. Oh, I guess I can't put it there. Yeah, we'll go there.
I think this is the last one.
Okay, I got them all.
Okay.
So they're all gonna be. Oh wait, I gotta go back one more square. Actually, just... like that. Okay, so here's what's gonna happen. I know a little bit of boar now because I was a boar once, and so I point at the snakes and I start barking and snorting and I say Hakuna Matata, and the boars will all charge. Charge there. Wait, that can be enough. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to make this. It was charged there. There. So they're charging in.
Okay, what is the... Oh, I see what you're doing. What's the name of this spell?
Conjure
Conjure animals.
animals. Don't try to break it.
I'm getting... This is not what I anticipated you doing. Just
Okay.
wanna see.
If I could cast spiders, I would certainly do it. But I can't. I can do 2 big spiders. But okay. So because they're charging, they get an extra D6 damage if they hit.
Actually, let's do this. Yeah, they are supposed to have their own initiative, so this is going to be a reoccurring thing, I think. So go ahead and roll initiative for the boars.
Each one.
I think they
No,
act
as a
on
group.
your turn.
It says They roll initiative as a group. So what's that? 8?
Well, I don't know what. Yeah, they don't have any. They don't have any decks.
Okay.
I don't know if it's my initiative or theirs.
Okay, so they have an 8 initiative.
I think they do get to act on the turn they're summoned, though.
I'm just reading the thing, and it says that they
There it is.
summon creatures are friendly. Roll initiative for the summoned creatures as a group, which has its own turns.
For me to put it back where they were.
If you don't want to, that's fine. If you remember where all of them were, you can.
Well,
Not gonna make
are
you.
we attacking this now, or are we waiting until later?
You'll wait till their turn.
Okay, yeah, I don't want to be up there.
Okay.
Charge.
Okay.
I'm just summon them back here.
Let's see.
Let's see, we'll do something like that. Like that. Okay.
Okay. Are you doing anything else?
Oh, my turn. Yeah, I will shift into a spider. I'll do that. Yeah, I'll shift into a spider, and then I will stand behind my boars.
Get him, boys.
Is your spider already on this map? Or did I not get it out yet?
I don't see him.
Let me get him for you.
Just
Stupid,
gonna make another
stupid
druid.
druid.
And do this, too. You ate on my turn too.
Oops. There we go.
Yeah, imagine a party like all 4 of us druids.
Yeah, we just summoned.
We make walls of animals.
32
We
wolves every
sacrifice the
combat.
animals.
32 wolves that stand in front. They're not
That
actually
thief
animals.
stole my pocketbook. 32 wolves.
Track him down and eat him alive.
Wouldn't have to drag him down. What's he gonna do? Run through them all?
Okay, I'm done.
We could like dog sled.
Okay. Man. All right. It is their turn.
I'm up there by myself. I'm going.
You look behind you and there's a bunch of boars. You're like, wait a minute. Let's see.
No matter where we go,
Massive.
trees with palm fronds on them.
There's so many trees. Okay. Man, what am I gonna do? What are they gonna do? It is their turn.
Tell them to go back to sleep.
Nope. Not gonna do that. Okay. He is going to just move up a bit.
Hello, sir.
I don't like how he didn't uncoil. I'm not immersed.
Immersion is broken. And I need Druzil to make a wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom saving throw?
Yep.
10.
Okay. You, sir, are cursed. So you
Oh,
start
bestow
to
curse.
hear the some weird words coming out of this snake's mouth. And at the start of your turn, you have to make another wisdom saving throw. And if you fail, you waste your action doing that. Doing nothing.
Okay.
And then this one's going to move up to here. Actually, it's going to move over here. And it's going to see a giant spider back there, and it is going to... You do give me a wisdom saving throw for beak.
Mm.
Wow. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to put the curse on you. Actually, let's put it on both of you.
What's that do to me?
So this curse is a little different. The attacks and spells used against you will have some additional damage on it. Oh man, none of those are going to stick. Okay, that is their turn. Seraph, you're up.
I'm going to hit him with my fists, not my quarterstaff.
Okay,
First attack.
let's do that for that.
21 to hit.
21 will hit.
9 radiant damage.
Okay,
What is the icon?
And
you
I'm
put on?
going to spend a key point to try to stun him with Stunning Strike.
okay. What's the save on that?
DC Constitution 16.
He does not. Actually, that's for. Let's do that again. Yep. So he loses concentration. So, Druzil, you are no longer cursed, and he is not concentrating anymore, but he is stunned.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna spend a key point to Flurry of Blows,
Okay.
and I have
Somebody just
advantage on
removed me
attacks
from
because he
your-
is stunned.
Yep.
Polytopia game.
Move you.
How long does the stun last?
16 to
Till the
hit.
end of his turn?
The stun lasts until the end of Seraph's next
Small
turn.
one.
16 does hit. First one was 9.
4
Thought I took my
damage.
turn.
Okay.
4
Maybe
radiant
I didn't hit
damage.
end.
And
I saw it said it was a butler.
one
stun.
more.
That hits.
One more hit. And that did 8 radiant damage.
All right. So you walk up to him, and the skeleton which was sort of moving around a little bit, sort of snake-like, suddenly stops. And
It's stunned, which means disadvantage.
It has
means
it. We have advantage,
attacks on it have advantage.
and it can't move or anything. Can't take a turn.
Hold on a second. One moment. Check and see.
I think the wolves are way better than the boars even.
Yep.
That advantage with 8 of them around.
Yep.
OP.
So good. Yeah, it didn't give me it gave me like just a big string of characters. It didn't give me a username. It said they removed me from the game.
Yeah, that's what it says.
It's probably Matt. He's a stickler. He doesn't send a message. He just like removes people.
I removed him from that last one because I didn't think he was playing anymore. He hadn't, because there was a couple games. The game before that, he stopped playing too.
All right. So he is stunned and starting to look wounded.
Or maybe it was
is that your
Butler.
turn?
Yes, that's my turn.
All right. Druzil the Magnificent, you are up.
Druzil is going to. Does the attacks take him out of stun, or does he remain stunned?
He remains stunned.
Okay. I don't want to do damage and get yelled out.
Yeah.
Hey, you took him out.
Stunning strike is broken if it lands.
Yes.
All right. I'm going to cast Shatter.
I gotta say, why aren't you finding a way to nerf that fucking thing?
Well, the
What,
way,
nerf
way I
what?
can nerf it is to give you monsters that have higher cons. That's about all I can do.
Creatures that are immune to stun.
Yep.
I'm
I
going
got
to
my
cast-
wisdom up, so I get that big time score on it.
Just send multiple monsters at us.
I'm going to cast Shatter right here.
Stun them all.
Yep. You can't stun them all. You're going to hit both of them?
Yeah, it'll hit, but it's a 10-yard radius. Oh, jeez. Crap.
That's a con save.
Yeah, 15.
Okay, stunned creatures automatically fail strength and dex, but not con. So they will make con saves. I'll do the top one first. It fails, so it will take the full 9. 9 thunder
9.
damage.
Does, are
9.
these... Is bones considered inorganic material? or would it be still organic?
It's
I
organic.
don't know. How that... I didn't know if that's still considered organic.
Depends on how old it is.
Well, bones are always organic. Fossils are not, but those aren't bone. Those are calcified rock. And then the other one, we'll make a con save. And it also fails. It takes the full 9 damage.
Big old hit right there, man.
All right, is that your turn or are you moving?
I'm going to move all the way back here.
I'm out! Okay,
And
Beak,
that's my turn.
your pigs are up.
Okay, we're gonna do the 2 that have the bonus first.
Jeez.
5, 10. Actually, you know what? Only one of them's gonna get the bonus because the straight line's not gonna hit him.
Okay.
Well, actually, if I do this, if I cheat a little bit, 10, 15, him go first, then 5, 10, 15, 20. Let's go 20 feet in order to get the thing.
Okay. Yeah, you can like take a step. You can do the
He's gonna
movement.
Scoot around. I want them all to be on this guy.
They all get advantage.
I'm commanding the boars.
Oh man. You guys just got a lot harder to kill. All right.
Oh, he can't quite make it, so he's gonna go the other guy. Oh, I got another one here. I got too many. Okay. So we got 2 of them that have a bonus damage. They are all they're
gore?
not as cool as the wolves.
Okay.
So they're still +4 to attack.
Okay.
Um.
Do the first 2 first.
So I got this right here. Where is it? Charge attack is just it's just +3. Lame. I chose the wrong animal.
Well, now,
these
you,
would be
now
supposed to
your
be
character knows.
Supposed to be advantage, aren't they?
Yeah, although anything hitting this is advantage.
So there's 15.
15 will hit.
Okay. So who's counting the hits? I'll count the number of.
Well, do
Fours.
the first 2 because they get a bonus, right?
Yeah, they get bonus damage.
So do 2 right now. Let's do 2 hits.
Okay.
Yeah, both of them hit. So do the damage on those.
It's an extra d6, so it's 2d6 plus 1.
So
So
7.
7 and 10.
Jesus. Okay.
So you got 5 more on this guy with advantage.
Okay, I will tell you that this one is starting to the bones are starting to crack a little bit.
So actually,
Uh,
that's 13.
13 misses. That misses.
17.
17 hits. So that's 1.
Okay, I'm gonna do it individually.
Okay.
Because I might hit someone else. What was it? 2d6.
1d6, right?
1d6 plus 1. 6
Six.
damage. More on last
Okay.
one on him.
It is looking rough.
Right.
That hits.
What's the last one on him?
You'll have 2 more boards after this. That's what you
Okay.
mean.
3 damage.
3 damage. It is looking ridiculously.
Okay. There's the last guy on the stunned one.
Okay,
There we go.
that'll hit.
4. 6 damage.
That will do it. Tell me how this last
Yeah.
boar kills, breaks a
Oh,
skeleton.
He's like a puppy dog with a bone, but it's a whole skeleton full of
Oh,
bones.
skeleton full of bones.
He's just
Alrighty.
bouncing around. Okay, last one on the other guy.
Okay.
Just a straight roll. No, he's not got anything. Okay, I will. Now it's my turn.
Now it's Dun's turn.
No, my turn. That's just my animals. Oh no, that's right. Never mind.
I was first.
Right.
I was
Animals are
first.
Different initiative.
Actually, the 2 of you have the same initiative, so if you want to,
Yeah, he can go first if he wants.
Okay. I'll move him up. Then.
Don't care.
Go ahead, Beak. You're up.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Is that? Yeah, that would be flanking. I'll go over here and flank him.
Okay.
Advantage. Spider bite. 20.
20 will hit.
And if he's immune to poison, or if he isn't, then there's that. DC 11 con.
Okay, so 10 piercing. You do manage to bite and then can into one of the bones, but poison does not seem to be affecting the bones at all.
Okay.
Done. Oh wait, I gotta make a
Do I have like a save or something? Like curse?
concentration check. Okay, it does make its. No, you do not. Not for this particular kind of curse, but it does make its concentration save, so it is still concentrating on the curse. Done.
I'm just gonna Vicious Mockery.
Okay. Wisdom save.
I don't know why it went
I'll
twice.
take the first one. It does not save, so it will take the full 3 psychic damage.
That's all right.
As you say something really mean about its skeleton body. Are you moving?
No, but he has disadvantage on his next attack.
Okay. All right, it is his turn. He is going to turn and look at the spider that he cursed earlier. And he is going to try to bite you at disadvantage, right? Eric?
Oh yeah, the snake's gonna try to bite me.
No. He's going to try to bite Beak, but his next attack has disadvantage, you said?
Yeah, he has a disadvantage this turn.
Well, it is going to hit, but you did avoid a natural 20. So, he will bite you. 6, 12 piercing damage.
I gotta roll my con here.
Wait, 12 piercing damage? I thought it did. He didn't avoid it. Okay, he took the damage anyways.
Okay, so 12, and then 14 poison damage. If you're, I don't know if you're immune to poison as a spider or not.
I don't think so. Nope.
Are you resistant to it?
Nope.
Okay, so you take the 14 poison damage, and because of the curse, an extra 5 necrotic damage. That curse sure seems worth it. All right.
That 14 took me out of spider form, so I'm back in the beak form.
Okay, so 5 points of necrotic damage to
Takes
Beak.
5. What do I roll the con save on? Is it on the 12 or the 14? Is it like the full round?
For what?
Concentration. The concentration. I took 20.
Oh yeah, yes. Every time you take an instance of damage,
It's every. So I start from
But-
3 con.
you only took 1 attack. So yeah, it's every attack. So yeah, you have to make 1 concentration check that would either be 10 or half of whatever, how much damage you just took. 5 plus 14 plus, so 19 plus
12.
19 plus 12, you said? So 20,
I think so.
31. So 15 to make a 15 con save.
Con 15.
Yep.
Ugh. Whoops. Well, neither have made it, so.
Okay,
all
so
the boars are gone.
all the boars disappear. That's all I got to do to get rid of these stupid boars or wolves. Just hit the druid.
You can just cast it again.
No, I'm all out of spells.
Okay, that is the skeleton's turn. Seraph.
Can I stand in this bush, or should I not? The boar was there. I'm just.
Yeah, you can be there. Just there's a trunk in the middle of it, but you can.
Will I have
You're fine.
flanking on this thing?
Yes.
Are we doing advantage with that?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to. Did it feel like my fist, my radiant damage, was doing a little extra to this thing, or?
It did not. Seemed
Okay,
normal.
then I'm gonna hit him with the quarterstaff.
Okay.
22.
22 will hit.
7 bludgeoning damage.
All right.
And I'm gonna spend a key point to a stunning strike him.
Okay. What is it? What's the DC again?
Constitution 16.
16 con. All right. He rolled an 18 and he's fine.
I'll spend a key point to flurry of blows.
Okay.
First hit.
That'll hit.
25. 6 radiant damage.
All right.
And I'll spend my last key point to stunning strike him.
Wailing away on him. Gonna try one more stunning strike. And that one stuns. He is stunned, so
Yeah. And I'll hit him with my last hit. 17 to hit.
17 will hit.
Boom. 5 more radiant damage.
Okay. Can you maintain concentration while you're stunned? It doesn't seem like you'd be able to.
No,
Okay, so
I
he
don't
is.
think so.
I'll look into it later, but for now we'll say no. So he is no longer concentrating, and Beak is no longer cursed. Stupid stunning strike. All right. Is that your turn?
Yep.
Druzil, wherever you are.
I'm at the corner here. I'm gonna cast magic missiles.
Druzil's like, I want to hit. All right, go for it.
4
5 force damage. That's a good roll.
or 5. Sorry,
Okay.
I forget it's +1. Second one, 4,
4 more.
and the third one, 4.
That's another 4. All right, so Seraph comes up and wails on it, tries to stun it once, and it sort of shivers and doesn't quite work, and then he does it again. It does, and it locks up, starts to not be able to concentrate on things. And as he's wailing away into it with radiant damage, and Druzil comes in and 3 more arcane bolts come into it. Just bits of bone are starting to chip off and fly around. He is hanging on just barely. And is that your turn?
That is my turn.
All right.
Stun does not break concentration.
Okay. I don't think it's going to matter, but good. It's good to know.
Paralyzed, petrified, and unconscious does, but not stunned.
Okay, it's your turn, Beak. This thing is hanging on by not much.
Giant
Could
spider.
do that.
Mm-mm. The window sounds. Are we talking about the window sounds?
I don't know.
It sounds like I can hear someone talking through like a muffled.
Didn't hear it. Anyway,
I didn't hear it either.
that'll
Got
hit.
video in the background.
I should have done something besides poison. 4 damage.
4 damage. You bite into it. More bits of bone come off. It is just hanging on by a thread at this point. Is that your turn?
Yep.
Done.
I will.
Blow
This
that
is
thing
not
up,
great.
done.
Yeah.
And you need a DC 14 wisdom save. It does save, so does that take no damage?
No damage.
Okay, so it does make the save. Is that your turn, or are you moving?
I'm done.
Okay. All right. It is its turn. And seeing how things are going, it is going to try to run away.
Isn't it stunned still?
Oh, it is still stunned, so yeah, it doesn't have a turn. Seraph, you're up. Stupid stunning strike. 15 will just hit. Describe for me how you kill this thing with a quarterstaff. I think your mic is muted though.
Of course it is.
There you go.
I'm gonna take my quarterstaff, and where I've been placing those shots, I'm just gonna jam it right in.
Okay, so yeah, you see Beak's spider form bite into it and more chunks of it come off, and it's just still stunned, but it's losing like bone cohesion. And then Dunn like tries to make fun of it a little bit, and it's like, I don't care about you, I'm in so much pain. And then you come around, whack into it in that same spot with your two-handed staff, and bits of the vertebrae shatter and sort of start a small chain reaction. Several of them shatter, and it just lays flat. Okay.
I'm so happy on level 5.
Level 5 OP. Beak's gonna take need a short rest.
Okay.
He's gonna sit down for a minute and eat a couple good berries.
Come over here. Yeah, are we
Um,
taking a short rest or?
I will
We
tell you
can
that
take
it's starting to get dark now. If you guys want to just make it a long rest, you can, or you can try to push on.
You want to
Yeah,
make camp?
we can
I
make
can
camp.
summon a hut. I have one level 3 spell left.
Yeah, let's
Ritual
do the
spells do not count against your spell total.
Yeah.
Well, doesn't matter.
If you were
anyways.
gonna blow a spell slot on it, you could have just used it right away, and we could have.
Well, it still has a
10-minute.
yeah, it still has a
Cast
long cast
time.
time.
Well, I don't have it. I don't have it memorized for the day, so it has to be ritual. That's why.
All right, so you set up the hut.
Set up the hut. It's gonna be purple on the outside
Ooh.
and it's still dimly lit on the inside.
It can only do solid colors on the outside.
I can do any
It's
color I want.
opaque, but it can be any color you want.
It can be any color. I can make it look like I can make it the color of a tree if I want.
So what color are you making it?
Purple.
Purple and a all green
Yeah.
swamp. Okay.
An all green swamp. It's gonna be a purple dome hut.
Should have made it look like an igloo. Like you
An
should
igloo?
be able to like give it texture.
I don't know that I can. I don't know that I can make it look like a.
I want it to look like a Tudor style house that's got a dome.
I think it's always just a dome. Like I don't think it's.
Well, yeah, I know it's always a dome. It's like a texture, like an igloo's a dome.
And I'll
Make it
put
look like a bunch of
wing
snow
on
blocks.
top to keep watch for the night. He can sit on top of the hut.
Okay. Is anyone else?
I'll take a watch. I'll take a watch.
okay.
I'll hang out in a tree.
You're gonna sleep in a tree again?
This is still like swampy like area, right?
Yes.
I still
It's
feel at home here.
still jungly, swampy. Yes.
Yeah.
But it's nice and dry inside the hut. Always.
Oof.
I guess my perception.
Dries the ground out.
I oofed it.
No, it makes like a dry atmosphere inside, no matter what the surroundings or temperature is. It's cool and comfortable. That's what it says. Yeah, I need to do. Hang on one second. For wing.
Who's taking first watch here? Or Beak, are you staying up with Sarah from first watch?
No, I'll do first watch and Sarah from the second.
Okay.
There's
She's
wing.
away,
He gets
I
a
think.
15. For perception.
I gotta clean my feathers for a few hours.
Okay.
How's that egg?
Oh yeah, that's my egg.
Um.
I don't think I ever got hit with. Actually, I did get beat down with while I was in.
How does that? I mean, it's. I think it's fine, but how would it work if you had an egg and turned into a spider?
It
Same thing
absorbs
as
it.
all of his items.
Yeah.
Everything
Everything I
else.
have, it absorbs into me.
So if you were just like holding Seraph's hand, he would become part of the spider.
That's a DM call.
I
No,
just
I don't
wonder
think
what
so,
you
'cause
guys
that's
thought.
like
I mean,
that's like
no,
grappling.
but-
That guy was holding him, and he didn't turn into the spider.
Yeah, it's items like.
Okay, so
anything
for
you
now,
can
it's not.
I can decide
For
whether
now.
it does or not.
Okay. Make a dexterity check.
You can't go breaking my
For
egg
me.
now on me.
Don't roll a 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, your egg looks like it narrowly missed some things, but it's fine.
We gonna boil that thing?
I can start a fire.
Bury it in the ground. We'll come back for it in like 5 years and have a century egg.
So Beak is taking first watch and Seraph second. Is that what you guys said? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, so as the night goes on, Beak, you actually notice a very large snake-like creature. And you notice after looking at these snake skeletons, they don't seem to actually make a nature check for me. Whoever wants to.
I'm terrible at nature.
Is anyone else making one?
Oh,
What
Yeah,
are we
sure.
making?
A nature check.
Turns out I'm trained.
I'm terrible at nature. Oh yeah, I'm actually
Well,
great at
everybody
it.
else is sleeping at this point, right? Or
This is
we're
before you
all
went to
not?
sleep.
Oh, okay. I don't know. What's my nature? Oh, here, I'll do a nature check. Why
Okay.
not? I have a +4 to it. Hang on. Oh, man. This is going to roll advantage because you can't cancel a roll.
I'll just roll it again. 8. All right, so Dunn, you and Beak both looking at this think maybe these don't appear to be just normal snakes. They look a little different. You can't, with those rolls, you can't tell why or what they are, but you can tell that they are a little different than normal snakes.
Are they RGB?
What?
I'm gonna take a couple pieces of those snake
That was
ribs
just for me.
and add them into my. I have my little voodoo doll thing on my neck.
Your casting focus thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna add some little snake bones into it.
Cool. So first watch, Beak, with a 22 perception. You notice a snake-like creature moving around. Looks to be stopping after a while and looking at this purple dome that you are not in. You're above it.
I think snakes are colorblind.
Well, it's still a weird shape. Also, this isn't just a normal snake. It's a snake-like creature.
Magic.
So you see it
Every-
looking at the thing and like moving along and then sort of looking back at it and then moving, and then continuing to move. It doesn't seem to have noticed you.
Okay.
Okay, so second watch, Seraph and Wing would not have noticed that.
I will. Well, I guess I can't tell him. So I won't relay that to Seraph.
Okay, so Seraph takes the next watch. Does not see anything. Neither does Wing.
I'm tired.
Very tired. Tired of running away from things the day before. And then
Tired of doing
stunning
all that
strike
stunning.
everything. All right, and then let's go ahead and go back to... Okay. Yeah, you don't notice anything on the second watch. Sun comes up. What are you guys doing?
I will mime the snake. I'll make snake noises and I'll pretend to walk around the camp and look at the.
Well, if we
Or
all
we
made
walk
nature
around.
checks, then we saw the snake, right? Like, why wouldn't we be making nature checks?
No,
No,
I
the
saw it on
nature
my
check
watch.
was to see if you could tell if these skeletons were snakes or not.
this-
So I will mime to them that there was a snake walking around our campsite.
Okay, it was not. It was slithering. It did have an entire snake body. It looked similar to these skeletons, but it was like it had a full snake body, no arms, and a big hood, like cobra hood type thing. It was dark
Then we
colored.
should have had Seraph go chase it down, catch
He didn't go chase anything down.
it. We're safe inside the hut. Now, whether we come out of the hut in the morning, we're surrounded. is a different
Hut
story.
disappears after 8 hours.
He just
No.
recast it last 10 minutes.
You can do that, should you want to. Okay, so the sun comes up. The hut goes away. What are you guys doing?
I'm just following that hawk.
Send Wing up to look. Finds the hawk easily enough above the canopy. You guys start heading on. Can I get perception checks from... actually, for while you're doing this, give me perception checks from Wing, just straight. Because he's going above the canopy and coming back down. He's not focused on what is around you guys. And give me a perception check from Seraph.
23.
Jesus.
9.
Okay. Okay, so as you guys continue to walk, you, Seraph, notice that you are being followed by a snake-like creature, similar to the one I described for Michael. So he obviously couldn't tell you exactly what it looked like, but I'm telling you that it looks like that.
Everyone, we're being followed. Be on alert.
Maybe
Oh,
B
okay.
can.
Point it out.
Maybe B can talk to the snake.
Yeah, you do parcel tongue, Pete?
Right, I know these guys are like bad news.
Yeah, you do.
I say no, let's kill him.
How far away is it?
About 150 feet. It's like steadily keeping up with you at this point.
Beak starts etching into the ground. Fireball.
Fireball. Fireball.
It's 150 feet away.
Yeah.
I can turn and cast fireball at it. Or I can cast a lightning bolt. No, it's 150. I can cast fireball at it. That's what you want? You guys want me to cast fireball?
Ray's looking for it. I want to cast this.
You want to cast it, don't you?
I don't care. Cast if you guys want, or we can just keep going and see if it actually makes aggression towards us.
Okay.
I want to make it like. Should we just like make it obvious that we're looking at it, and see what happens?
Turn around and walk backwards.
I'm gonna shoot a firebolt in its direction.
It's up to you guys. What are you doing?
You mean to mold
Yeah.
earth and
I'll turn
Yeah,
around
make
and
it
why don't you just give it a warning shot? Shoot a firebolt at him.
all right. I shoot a firebolt near a tree near it, not at it. Cross the bow. It's a warning shot.
Okay. Make an attack roll. To see if you get this thing close to what you're...
18.
Okay. So you shoot it back at it. It sort of ducks behind a tree and then starts coming at you aggressively. And I need everyone to roll initiative. I'm gonna say it got to
Mow this guy
about
down. He's still 100 and something
there.
away.
Well, he used his action. You gave up the round of surprise, and it started moving towards you. So I'll say that it's still quite a ways away, but not quite as far as it was.
Guess I should have shot it at him, huh?
Let's see, how far is it gonna be? Yeah, I'll say it's about 50-ish feet away. Okay. Hold on a second. I gotta get everyone back on the.
What's the weather?
It's very it's close to hot. It's very warm and very humid.
Cloudy?
You can't really tell, but there do appear to be sun rays coming through the canopy, so probably not. Okay, so done. So
We could have just done the hut and then recast it every 10 minutes and just moved it 1 foot forward.
it seems like a very efficient way to travel.
We'll get to our destination in 3 years.
Never get hurt.
And we'll have 20 snakes on our surrounding us by the time we're done.
Doesn't matter. We can cast good berries. We don't have to eat or drink.
Guess good berries.
You just use the hut to move it one foot every 10 minutes.
All right.
I
Okay,
could,
it's
I
probably
could,
maybe
I could
like
go ahead
5
and cast the
minutes.
hut and we can shoot outside the door at it.
Oh, shoot through it, yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead and finish rolling initiative for me. Jesus Christ. All right. Okay, done. You're up first.
I'm gonna hit it with some whispers.
Okay, let's do this. Haven't been doing this all night, but I need to get in the habit. Okay. Oh, that's a bummer. Cast it at a higher level and rolled a 1.
Yep.
Okay, so it's a DC 14 Wisdom save.
Doesn't really matter on the higher level. Like, I can't use my second level spells anyway.
It does save, so that half damage on that
Yeah, I
one?
think so.
Okay, so
Yeah.
6. Six psychic damage taken. As you reach your hand out and whisper something, it sort of looks back at you and seems focused, but does take some damage. Beak.
Back
If you
it
make
up.
me get a
Okay.
wolf out, I swear.
A big
Not yet.
beak points to the sky like Beak Ruth
Beaker.
points. And you see a storm cloud billowing above this guy's head. And I need him to make a oh, never mind. Make a DC 14 dex save.
Okay.
As a lightning bolt thrashes down into his face.
Yeah, that's why you asked if it was cloudy.
He does make the save.
Okay, so he takes 7 damage.
Okay.
This guy's got dice hacks.
Beak's gonna come hang out over here behind this tree.
All right. So as you see a lightning bolt come out of the sky, and this big snake guy sort of looks at you guys, and at the last moment moves away. He'll still take some damage after of getting it, but he misses the brunt of it. Is that your turn?
Yep.
Okay.
Is
Sarah.
it standing in water? It just get extra zapped.
Seraph, you're up.
By the way, that storm cloud is still there.
Okay. Is it stays on the map?
Yeah, that's well,
Because I can make you an aura thing is why I'm asking. So we can keep
Yeah,
track
okay.
of it.
it's alright. It's a concentration thing. It just
Does
I'm
it
gonna move.
does it hit anything that moves into its radius or
I just get to call down lightning bolts every round.
Yeah, every
Oh,
round.
okay. Does it can you move it?
Mm-hmm.
Then I will just leave it to you to keep track of where it is.
I'm
Seraph.
gonna move my 40 feet and then throw some sun bolts.
All right.
First one, 18 or 24 to hit.
24 hits.
That will do 7 radiant damage.
All right. Let's see. Release a radiant bolt at it. Impacts.
And I'm gonna just use a bonus action to throw another one.
Okay.
Yeah, miss.
That is a miss. The second one you throw out, when the snake just sort of does one of the side things and dodges the whole thing.
Then I'm gonna. No, my turn.
Okay. Druzil.
I'm going to. I don't know. I'm going to cast a firebolt.
Okay.
That it. 22.
22 will hit.
Ooh,
Oh,
boom.
man. Lit him up. Look at that.
15.
Best spell Druzil's ever cast right there.
It's just a that's just a cantrip. You know, it's like whatever. I forgot at fifth level you get 2d10s.
So yeah, you at first earlier you threw a fireball as a warning shot and it wasn't great, but this one you're like, I know where he is now, and you lean into it and right in the center, nail him, singe away some scales. Okay. Is that your turn?
Yeah, that's my turn.
Okay.
Actually, I'm gonna move back here. That's my turn.
Okay. All right, so it's its turn now. Okay, I need. So the snake looks at you, Seraph, and I need you to make a intelligence saving throw.
You're gonna be turned to stone. It's
16.
Dusa.
What is it?
16.
Damn, you do resist it. You start to feel like it's trying to take over your mind, and you resist it and fight through. It is going to.
Man, the DM sounded a little disappointed.
Move
There.
around this way.
He's angry.
He sounded a little
Been
disappointed.
fighting against the entire jungle tonight. 40. It's gonna move. Man, can't get this whole map. There we go. Okay. That's its turn. Done. You are up.
Okay. Let's see. Nope. I just can't do anything.
Cool.
Oh wait, I know what I'll do. I'll hide behind that tree.
Very nice. Is that your turn?
Yeah.
Beak.
Lightning bolt.
So dex save again?
Yep.
Damn.
It does make the save again. So 8
damage.
damage. All right, is that your turn?
I'm gonna hide behind this tree.
Sarah, you're up.
Try out the old range combat today.
And get
Sheriff,
up to
get in there
there.
and melee him. Got your back.
And I'm going to throw a sunbolt.
Okay. 9 will not hit.
And I'm gonna bonus action throw another one.
18 will hit.
You will take 5 radiant damage. And now in my turn.
All right. So yeah, you just miss with the first one. The second one hits it in the side. Does connect. Druzil. The Magnificent.
I'm going to. Yeah, Drill the Magnificent. I am going to cast Ray of Frost on him.
I'm just going to weave it in between all these trees. You can just barely see him with that stupid spell sniper.
Yep. He cast this from 120 feet. He's only 85. So.
Okay.
Ray of Frost. Hopefully will hit. I know. 18.
18 will hit. Wow.
2 damage.
Oof.
But he is. It does reduce his movement by 10 feet.
10 feet? Okay.
10 feet. That's the reason I
So-
cast that spell more than the damage.
Ray of Frost him, and it does land, although just on a bit of its tail, and it stings a little bit, but he is now slowed. And it is his turn. He's going to look at you again, Seraph, and I need you to make another intelligence saving throw.
14.
Damn it! You save again. And it is going to try to run away over here. Okay.
Oh, we got him running slower now.
Yep, slightly slower. Done. Your turn.
Let's see. I don't want to stay too close. We'll hit him with these whispers again. We'll even do it second level again. So I can roll another one. That's not bad.
DC 14 wisdom save.
Yeah.
Roll the natural one. So that's
Natural one.
Yep. 19 psychic damage,
Yep.
and it has to run away from you.
Yep. And it has to bail the hell out.
Okay, well I'll move it to the edge of the map, I guess, but I'm out of room. Let's see.
Is
You
it on
are.
your turn, or did you do it?
It's supposed
Does
to.
it
It's
have
supposed to use
movement?
its reaction.
Yep.
Uh,
And I'm backing up.
and actually, to get for either easier away from you, would actually have to move this way. And it takes the full 19. And has to move closer to Seraph, which was what I was trying to avoid. Beak, you're up.
Lightning bolt.
Another dex save.
Yeah, that was a lame one. Boo.
B.
Just barely saves. 6 damage. Describe for me how you kill this thing with the lightning
yeah.
bolt.
Sorry. There's just this massive storm, and then this. I don't know how to describe this. Lightning bolts. It just fries.
Lightning
Little
bolts.
a
Fries
black
him.
crisp. Yep. Ooh, Beak immediately runs up. He grabs his marshmallow stick and starts running up, getting ready to
Yeah.
eat some. Right, Beak's a vegetarian, but he imagines if he was a meat eater, he would love to eat that snake. Nice and crispy, smells good.
All right,
You
so
would-
as you call
Oh,
down
you're
yet
vegetarian,
another lightning bolt, the snake sees it and tries to move out of the way and gets out of the way of most of it, but the cold made it just slow enough to catch enough of it to where it gets electrified and falls over and slumps to the ground.
I could dismiss that call lightning, but I'm gonna leave it going until it goes for 10 more minutes.
Okay.
Just lightning bolts, just blasting everything.
Woo! I'm gonna cook it. Go ahead and make.
I'm roasting the jungle. No, I
Uh,
wouldn't do that.
go ahead and make a nature check or history check if you are proficient.
I am proficient in history.
I'm not neither of those.
I'm proficient in nature.
13.
I'm proficient in history.
Okay, go ahead and make a history check.
20 natural 20.
That would
27.
do it. Yeah.
And I got an 18.
Okay, so Druzil, you remember that these. Remember reading that these are Naga.
Naga?
Totally called that, by the way.
They steal anyone's bike?
Boo.
Fish people.
So you remember that these are Naga, and they and now that you're thinking about it, you remember thinking that the other creatures you saw earlier, the snake men, were Yuan-Ti, and that while sometimes Naga and Yuan-Ti will work together, Yuan-Ti do not particularly like being under the command of Naga, and often chafe against each other.
We walked in the middle of a war.
Yeah, chafing sucks.
And yeah, now that you think about it, those skeletons you saw earlier were also Naga. They were Naga. They were bone Naga, which are with a 27, natural 20. You know that the Naga will not. They don't die. They will eventually regenerate after a few days, and be fine. Except for Bone Naga, which have been cursed by Yuan-Ti, and they will die. When they die forever.
We should get out of here before it comes back to life.
Okay.
And they're not even like trolls. You can't even burn them to keep them from generating.
Nope. Okay. All right. So are you guys moving on?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So make a straight perception for Wing, and then a perception roll for whoever is leading.
Wing doesn't see nothing.
Nice.
Wing sees
occupied.
nothing. He's looking for this. He's like keeping an eye out for this hawk. Okay, 19. So Seraph, as you guys are moving through this jungle, you don't see any more of those type of Naga, but as you're getting closer, you do see what appears to be it looks like a temple, a small temple. It's made of stone. It's not particularly large. Maybe like 20. The whole thing looks like maybe 20 by 20 feet. Made of stone. And you see a handful of Nagas walking around it, but these Naga are a different color.
What color are they?
We've been fighting the red team. These are the blue team.
And also Druzil, with like stupid natural 20 history, you know that there are two types of Naga: the Spirit Naga and a Guardian Naga. And you remember that the Guardian Naga are quite a bit nicer than the Spirit Naga, although you aren't sure which one is which. But the previous Naga you were fighting is that dark blue and red. These appear to be green.
Okay. I just relay everything that I know to the rest of the party.
Okay. And these, there's just like a handful that you see, and they're very spread out. like probably, you see one like around that temple, like sort of near the entrance of the temple, and then you see another one several hundred feet away, and then another one several hundred feet away from that one. They're very spread out.
I think we
Okay.
should just keep on going.
Well, if the red and blue is the bad guys, these might be the good guys.
Yeah, the hawk, by the way, has stopped above this temple.
Oh, okay. Well, I relay that as well. The hawk is stopped above the temple. I think he wants us to go here.
All right, let's hit it.
All right, what are you doing?
We're going up to that temple. We're gonna hit
How
it.
many of them are in front?
Just one.
Oh, just one standing in front?
Yeah, there's the other ones are pretty far away. And they're sort of actually moving further away right now. They're not.
Yeah, we'll just go walking up.
Okay. So, as you guys are walking, are you going stealthily or are you just walking right up to it? What are you doing?
You said this is the nicer Naga, right?
Well, that's what Drizzle, he conveys to you that there are two types, and you don't know which one is which, but one is way nicer than the other.
It's only one of them. He's not going to fight us.
Okay.
If he does, we'll show him all the Naga blood all over our bodies.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're just walking up to him. It turns and sees you guys walking up and says, I see you. Halt your approach.
I say, well, we weren't really trying to hide, but okay. And we
What?
stop, I guess.
Why have you come?
I think that's you, Seraph.
We've come for a piece of this magical item, this artifact. It's a piece that's goes to a piece of an orb.
Do you describe all of it, how it looks and everything?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he says, and what business of it is yours to have this?
We gonna
Well-
blow it up.
Well, we're trying to get these pieces and bring them together to keep them out of the hands of the Empire, and then hopefully take their completed relic and destroy both of them.
He says, what is empire?
There's an empire called the Brecken Empire, and they've collected this orb and they're collecting magic users, and they've already demonstrated the power that they possess by destroying a town in an instant.
Okay.
And
He says, it is our job to keep these magical items out of the hands of evildoers. Can you prove to me you are trustworthy and good? And as he's saying this, one of the other ones starts to slow. It's not rushing, but it's making its way back to the front of this temple.
what sort of tests would you have me do?
And he says, I have a way to make you tell the truth, if you would consent.
I do.
Okay. So as this other one's walking up, he starts to talk to it in some language that you guys don't understand, except Seraph, you do understand it. And he's basically asking him who you guys are and what they're doing, and he responds back that he's like, they claim to be good and want the thing that you're talking about. And he says they've consented to the spell.
The test.
So yeah, Seraph, you recognize this is Celestial, which is
Celestial.
oddly the same language that the angel speaks to you in your dreams.
I'll talk in Celestial to him whenever I speak again.
Okay. So they turn back and he's, are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
You say that in Celestial?
Yeah.
They sort of taken aback a bit. Very well. So he casts some words, and then are you going to fail the save on purpose? Or are you going to make?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll fail the same.
So you fail the save, and he looks at you and says, "Tell me the truth. Are you here for just purposes?"
Yes, I believe I am.
Okay, so he says, "Who are you working for?"
I'm working for a Furbolg named Yarel.
Furbolg. And this piece is important to you.
Yes, it is. It is a piece that goes to a devastating device that has the power to suck away the energy of people who can cast magic and use that for devastating actions. And we want them to we want to take this out of the world. Take this power away from anyone forever.
Very well. Wait here. And you see one of them stands out there with you. The other one disappears into the temple. Probably like 10 minutes. It doesn't appear that this thing is that big, but as you sort of glance around, you can see that the entrance actually goes downstairs, and there's more to this temple than just the surface. So after about 10-20 minutes, he comes back up with a piece, and he says, "I give this to you, but I do not wish to see you all again."
We won't
Okay.
be back.
Easy
Yeah.
enough.
That was easy enough.
He
Yeah.
hands it to you.
I'll take it and I'll bow to him.
And
And
he
I
says,
open up a portal back to where we came from.
Yeah,
And
we
then
all use
I'll
our
head back.
Hearthstone.
Okay. All right, so you guys get another like 5 or so miles away. The sun starts to set. The hawk is still just hanging out over the temple. It hasn't been given any other advice, so you guys will have to make your way back on your own. In fact, make who is proficient in survival? Anyone?
Me.
Oh, we should just follow the trail of bodies we left.
My survival is pretty high. but
Okay,
I'm not
also I'll let
proficient.
Seraph and Beak roll survival with advantage, because both of you with advantage, because Druzil knows which way is north.
I'm trained in survival.
Oh yeah, you guys are
23.
fine for this first stretch back. The sun does begin to set. Are you guys going to set up camp in the hut?
Yeah, I'll create a hut. This time, it's going to look like it's going to be the color of the surrounding area. It's going to try to blend in as close as possible to the surrounding area,
Okay,
color-wise.
Beak, are you in the hut tonight, or are you on a tree?
Before I get in the hut, I'm gonna cast a ritual.
Okay.
And I'm gonna gather up there's like little jungle animals. There's like a little monkey or a squirrel or a mouse or something around here. I'm gonna cast Animal Messenger. I find a tiny beast within range.
You could probably find. There are some birds. Will that work?
That'll work, I think. So I will cast this on it, and I'll give it. Let's see. Let's see. I will. I'm gonna write in the dirt. Message? ? I'm gonna look at the party, and I got a little bird in my hands. I'm looking at the party. And I'm gonna write Yorel next to it.
Yes, I would send a message if you can to Yarel, notifying her that we've got the piece and we're headed back.
Okay, I'm gonna start saying that the exact thing. I got 25 words though, so say yes. I would send a message if I can to Yarel. Coming back with coming back with a piece. Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Okay, how does Animal Messenger work?
So he can go 50 miles in 24 hours, for a flying messenger, and I describe Urel to him. I will mimic Urel.
Okay.
And he will deliver the message to the creature I described, replicating the sound of your voice. Speaks only to a creature matching the description that I gave. I'll just post it there in chat. There you go. So I'm assuming it's within 50 miles, but if it's not, it'll just go away. So I'll specify the labyrinth, and that's the message I gave, was what Seraph's in.
Okay.
Just trying to relay that we found the piece.
Well, it looks like it keeps going. Just it only does 50 miles in a day, right?
It only lasts 24 hours. Duration 24
Oh.
hours.
Okay, so let me check. Yeah, it's quite a bit more than 50 miles away.
Oh, is it really?
Yep.
Oh, it was we gone that long. Okay. I'll still do it.
Yeah, you guys are like 3 days away. Okay. Animal message sent. It starts flying off. You're like, job done.
I'm a little less. I guess I probably should have been last time with the skeleton Naga around. I'm going to sleep inside the thing this time.
Okay.
A little more cautious today.
All right. Is anyone taking a watch? And is Beak
Yeah,
still or is Wing still sitting
Wing.
on top of it, or is he in the dome with
He-
you guys?
No, Wing always sits on top. He don't come inside unless he feels threatened himself.
I don't
Okay.
think you can come inside once it's up. You can't come in, can you?
Well, if he makes it with the way it rigs
Creatures
it,
that I allow.
if he makes it while he's in there, he can pass through back and forth.
Okay.
I will take a
I'll take first watch, I guess.
oopsies.
Here's Wing. 13.
Okay, who's first and who's second between Beak and Seraph?
Oh,
I'm
look,
first.
he has a description now. Haha.
Wings
Uh,
awesome. First out.
All right, so you guys not being too terribly far away from that temple, between both shifts, do not see anything except for you. Let's see, yeah, you'll both Beak and Seraph, or no, just Beak. We'll see occasionally in the distance one of the green Nagas going by because you're not quite far enough away from there yet, out of their territory, but not towards you. And that's it for that night. You guys wake up. Let's see. Okay. So next day's travel back. Make survival with advantage from Seraph and Beak.
Survival.
Perception checks for whoever's leading, and then back to regular advantage with Beak because he's no longer flying above looking for a hawk.
He means Wing.
Yes, I do
No,
mean
he
Wing.
meant Wing. Wing and Beak.
Wing's awesome perception roll. Well, the 22, you Wing does see another one of those darker looking Nagas, but it is a good distance away, enough to where you guys could skirt around it if you wish.
Yes.
Yes, so
Okay.
I'll relay that and we'll keep on the outskirts.
Okay.
of-
All right, so towards the end of the day, you do Wing does see some more of the Yuan-Ti, and as the sun is setting, it's nothing you like had to run into yet, but as the sun is setting, Wing does see the Yuan-Ti village that you guys passed on the way down. But it gets dark now. So you figure the Yuan-Ti village is another probably between 3 and 5 miles ahead of you, but it is dark.
Alright, so since it's dark, I'm going to call Wing back and I go ahead and cast the tiny hut and I'm going to make it look exactly like the surroundings again. We're trying to keep low profile here. As low profile as possible. Make it like a greenish, brownish color.
Give me a perception for both.
And then I send Wing up on top.
Oops.
19 for Wing's awesome perception roll.
So who's first? Seraph or Beak?
Me.
Okay.
Is
So
that how you
Beak
do it?
plus. I'm so confused. So many perception rolls. Seraph, your 23 was for the second watch, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so 19 and 11 for the first watch. Wing does keep an eye on the village. Nothing seems to be moving in your guys' direction, but there is movement over there by the Yuan-Ti. And then same thing with you, Seraph. There's nothing moving towards you guys, but there is movement in the village going, like some of them are going out of the village away from you guys. And then sun rises, and then you are basically ready to try to skirt around this village again, if that's what you're going to do.
Yeah, we're gonna get
Okay.
close to the water as possible and skirt around the
Okay,
village.
give me stealth checks all the way around. Jeez.
Is that good enough?
Oh,
Fuck.
yep, that's good enough between the four of you. You skirt around there
I'm
without a
walking,
problem.
I'm walking around and I'm going derp, derpity derp.
You start to like splash in some puddles, and Beak's like, he comes up to you.
Seraph starts whistling a tune.
Quit it. Okay, give me. So you guys do make it around that. Give me perception for Wing and Seraph.
Perception. 13. Ooh, nice.
21. Jeez. So yeah, again, the owl does spot some Yuan-Ti, but at a good enough distance where you guys can avoid them if you want to.
Avoiding.
Okay. It appears to be another hunting pack looking for food that they can get. At that point, you guys do move out of the apparent operating range of the Yuan-Ti. And
Come across that first fight that we came across, the corpses yet on the way back? Because this is about where we fought the first.
yeah, it was around there. I'm trying. I guess with a 21 perception, then actually it depends. Because if you told Wing to look for danger, then he would not be looking for that, and Wing would not.
No,
assume that
I
you
was
would
just
see
saying
it.
if we're following the same path that we took back, we would come across.
the cart, you mean?
If we came across the same
Cart and donkey.
He's talking about the Yuan-Ti.
the auntie we fought.
The first fight we did.
Oh. Yeah,
Just
we
if we're
would-
following
we
the same
would-
path, I was just asking if we would maybe come across that path.
You would definitely walk
Same
near it,
fight.
but if you aren't looking for it, then you wouldn't necessarily see it. Are you going to try to look for it?
Not necessarily, no. I was just curious
Okay.
if we walked past it, if we noticed it.
You did not.
All right.
All right, so yeah, once you guys get out of the apparent operating radius of the Yuan-Ti, it's a pretty breezy way back. And you guys, I'll say you go ahead and make it back to the road and then up, and then make one more survival check from Seraph and Beak with advantage to make it all the way back.
Advantage.
That'll do it.
Sure.
Good thing Druzil knows which way is north always, and you guys got someone who's skilled in survival. You guys do make it all the way back to the labyrinth. You arrive at the front of the labyrinth, and the thing of Yarel appears and starts going through the same message that
The
you've
four.
heard.
Yes,
four.
my gatekeeper.
You guys get popped in, and Yarel comes out. Back so soon.
And I'll present her with the piece.
And she's has a big, wide, cow face smile. She says, "This is very good news." And then she says, I am having trouble finding the next two pieces. My current estimates put it around maybe upwards of 2 to 5 months. If you guys would like to stay here, you are welcome. But if you have any other business to attend to, I can alert you when I found it. And then she says thank you and goes back to start presumably looking for more pieces. And that is where we will end tonight. So thanks everyone for watching, and we will catch you next week. Yeah, next week at around 7:30 Central on Monday. Bye.